What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Thank you to all of you guys that want to come hang out. We have a lot to talk about in this stream today. We are going to be going over this whole reverse repo situation. You guys have been all sending me a couple of specific videos that a lot of people are confused on. So I've watched the videos. I've done some more research of my own. And we're going to really get into exactly what is going on, what my thoughts are on exactly what is going on with this reverse repo situation and how it plays into these ETFs, and if there's anything weird going on. So we're going to go over exactly how it all works, all of the points that have been brought up as to why there might be something going on, and then my thoughts on them. We have a lot of DD to go over. And if you guys don't mind, if you guys could drop a like on this, I think this information is really important, and I really want to get some more people in here so we're all on the same page, because what I've sensed, especially on Twitter today, is that a lot of people are very, very confused. And I want to try to clear up a lot of that confusion before we go into tomorrow's trading day. So, like, the first thing that I want to talk about is this July 14th day. So everybody is kind of hyped out or speculating on whether or not, like, GameStop is going to announce that NFT crypto dividend. If they do, that is very bullish, because shorts are going to have to pay the value of it and all of the stuff that comes along with a dividend. But I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, because, like, we've seen what happens with these dates and stuff before. We just don't know what's going to happen. And I think we should just wait and see, like we always do. If it comes out with really good information, that's great. If it doesn't, the DD is still the same. What's up, mods? How are we doing? Shout out to everybody coming in here. Thank you to all of you. We also have Black Widow numbers that I want to go over. So we're going to let people trickle in. And then we are going to get really deep into exactly what is going on with these reverse repos. So right here, Black Widow snags 80 million from its theatrical debut, 60 million from Disney Plus. That was kind of to be expected, because it is a Marvel movie. In Marvel and Disney, I think Disney bought Marvel, or they have a significant stake in Marvel now. So that is to be expected, that we would have seen some big numbers coming from Disney Plus. But Black Widow in the theaters is also a new record, which is something you have to keep in mind as well. The last time that we saw one of these pandemic box office records being broke was F9. And we did see a significant price movement to the upside on the Monday after that weekend. So it is possible that we get some bullishness going into next week. But again, we don't really know. Let's see. Not trying to set dates, just get people's opinions on the GME NFT. Oh yeah, that's fine. Not a dead cat. I think it's a really important topic to talk about. But yeah, just try not to get your hopes up and, like, under promise, over deliver. Hopefully that's what comes out from GameStop. Let's see. Did UFC outcome? Do you have UFC outcome on AMC? I don't, but from what we have seen, a lot of those theaters were sold out, which is very good. And I also want to talk about the threshold list first. And if you guys have any questions about anything unrelated, just drop it in the chat. I'll do my best to have the chat open as well. But once we get into the DD, I'm going to be flipping back and forth. Okay, yeah. So what happened with the threshold list? So basically, AMC is now off the threshold list. The thing that you really have to keep in mind, though, is that nobody can tell you for sure what exactly happened with the threshold list. Like, did they cover all of the FTDs? Did they cover some of the FTDs just to get down below that 2.5 million share mark? Did they transfer over to another broker, which seems like it could have happened? We really don't know. But what we do know is that AMC is no longer on the threshold list. So if they do come back on the threshold list eventually, the clock is going to get restarted, the 13-day clock. Yeah, I bet they covered the minimum amount to get under the share amount. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. 007, you talking about DTCC 007? Um, or uh, NSCC 007? Because those, I believe, are two very different things. Since AMC is fundamentally overpriced right now, I doubt anyone would buy for fundamentals at this time. That's not necessarily true. If we see good fundamental news come out, it just gives people more of an incentive to buy in. If they came out with like Black Widow did terribly, then people would sell it off. I have a strong feeling they naked shorted AMC to 38 and bought just enough to get AMC back to 49 and transfer the rest to another broker. That's very possible as well. Yeah, I saw Jackson's video. Jackson's video was very good. I really liked what Jackson had to say in the It's All in the Liquidity video. That was very good. Threshold or no threshold, we are still good apes. Stay strong, AMC. Yep, 100%. Just being on the threshold list just essentially lets you, it gives the SEC or the regulatory institutions more insight into what could potentially be happening with naked shorting. So if you end up on the threshold list, it suggests more naked shorting. But there is potential for FTDs to happen without naked shorting, like through options and like analytical errors. But with the amount that we've seen for AMC, it would suggest naked shorting. Oh, Cap ATX, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to everybody sending in the super chats and liking the video. You guys helped me out so much, so thank you guys. Sorry if I missed this answer. Does the threshold matter in the MOAS? So what TMI have been talking about, it's either neutral or it's bullish. It doesn't hurt us being on the threshold list. It only leads for the possibility to get those FTDs covered potentially. And that could lead to more buying volume, which then pushes up the price of the stock. But we don't really know what happens with the threshold list. There's a lot of different possibilities. Yeah, it's unbelievable how many loopholes the hedge funds can use to avoid paying what they owe. Absolutely. It's nuts. All right. Let's see. We're going to start getting into this as well. Okay. So you guys were all sending me a video or like a string of videos over the weekend that was talking about reverse repos and how there's some weird stuff going on with them about like who's buying them and stuff like that. And we're going to go into my thoughts on this theory. I did some more DD into it. And we're just going to kind of run through it, what I think is going on, and hopefully clear things up for you guys. So the first thing that I think we need to define is a reverse repo. So what happens in a reverse repo, first, we're just going to pull up the participating counterparties because this is going to be important in a couple minutes. So what happens in a reverse repo is the banks give the Fed cash and the Fed gives the banks treasuries. And there's an agreement that the Fed is going to purchase back those treasuries at a higher amount at a specified date. Typically, it's overnight transactions. That's what a reverse repo is. And the fact that we are seeing the reverse repos at such a high level right now, like they're just absolutely insane how high the reverse repo numbers are. It signifies that there is too much cash out in the banking system. Now, when there's too much cash, that cash then becomes a liability on the bank's balance sheet because they have to pay interest on that cash. So in order to maintain and stay within the regulatory requirements, they're trying to find a place to park that cash to maintain those requirements. That's the basis of what a reverse repo is. Yeah, RJ, that's kind of what we're gonna try to go into. Just my thoughts on what exactly was going on with those ETFs and stuff. It's good DD. I'm just going to try to add some stuff to it and clarify some things that I saw. So here's where we get into the list of reverse repo counterparties. They are listed publicly on the Fed's website, but in the reverse repo transactions, we don't know who they are every day. In my opinion, knowing who is involved in the reverse repo transaction it's kind of like negligible. It doesn't really matter because the problem is still there. We know that a lot of these institutions need to park cash, and we know the amount of the reverse repo. So speculating, it is most likely the usual suspects, the good old boys club that is involved in this. But all of them are listed here. So these are the possibilities of all of the people that could be in this transaction. So when we scroll down, we can see Ally. So these are the banks: Bank of America, Bank of Montreal, Citi, Goldman, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, RBC, Wells Fargo, a lot of these institutions. What's important is right here: BlackRock Advisors LLC, BlackRock Fund Advisors, BlackRock Liquidity Funds, Fed Fund. That's the one that everybody was talking about, that everybody was kind of getting up in arms about. So they are a participant, they are a counterparty in these reverse repo transactions. So let's see the next thing on the list that I have to explain before we can get into it. Okay. So we also have to go into like leveraged ETFs. First, before we even get into levered ETFs, like triple levered, over levered, like the bull and bear ETFs, they're incredibly risky. Buying options on them is even more risky because they end up resetting their prices. They do a daily rebalancing. So whatever we say in this video, it's not saying go buy these, not go buy these. We're just going over exactly how they work and what makes them up, like what they're comprised of and how they get their leverage, because that's the key point that we need to understand. That kind of explains everything. It's how do they get their leverage? So let me pull this back up right here. So we scroll up to the top, dissecting leveraged ETF returns. About leveraged ETFs, the key takeaways: leveraged ETFs are designed to offer greater returns than normal exchange traded funds because they're taking the actual like ETFs and then amplifying their returns or their price movements in either direction. So by relying on derivatives, leveraged ETFs attempt to move 2 or 3 times the changes or opposite to the benchmark index, meaning if it's a 2 times levered or 3 times levered ETF, it'll be 3 times to the upside. So if it moves 1%, the 3 times leveraged ETF is supposed to move 3, or to the downside the same way. A disadvantage of leveraged ETF is that the portfolio is continually rebalanced. That's really important. They're continuously rebalanced. My head hurts. Sorry, RV. We're gonna get into why this is so important. So when we scroll down a little bit further, index exposure. So this is how they get their leverage. So it's like, oh, how are they just saying we're just gonna be looking at an index and then we're gonna create this like derivative index to mimic the price movements, but make the price movements greater? This is how they do it. Leveraged ETFs respond to share creation and redemption by increasing or reducing their exposure to the underlying index using derivatives. The derivatives most commonly used are index futures, here we go, equity swaps, and index options. Okay? So the most commonly used stuff is index futures, equity swaps, and index options. So when we come over and look at what was maybe discussed in that video, what a lot of people were confused on is that BlackRock fund that we went over earlier, this BLF Fed fund, was a key holding in a lot of these levered ETFs that AMC was involved in. It had to it revolved around the Russell. So this is the BlackRock Fed fund right here. The fund invests at least 99.5% of its total assets in cash, U.S. Treasury bills, notes, and other obligations issued or guaranteed as to principal and interest by the U.S. government. So this fund is literally just buying treasuries and government securities. That's what they do. And remember, they're also a participant in the reverse repo market. So it would make sense that BlackRock in this fund is involved in the reverse repo market. BlackRock is a massive player in the finance space. So are like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, a lot of those other institutions. And people were saying that since some of these ETFs, these levered ETFs, held this fund, that there might be a connection to this and GameStop and how the reverse repos are really revolving around AMC. Here's where it gets even a little bit more important. We're going to look at these ETFs and just look at what they're comprised of. So this is ProShares right here. These are all of the leveraged ETFs that they offer. There's a lot of them. But Russell 2000, this is the important one. And they have 5: SRTY, TWM, RWM, UWM, and URTY. So we're going to take a look at URTY first. When we pull this one up, we can see swap, index swap, index swap, index swap, index swap, index swap, index swap, and it keeps going down. This one is really long. It basically has all of the Russell 2000. And hold on, let me flip this around. Yeah. But we can see when we scroll through this, we can do a little Command F for Fed Fund, and it's not there. So this is as of, now I got to go all the way back up to the top. Sorry about that. So this is as of Friday, July 9th. Fed Fund is not listed on this. So there is a possibility that since they are a participant in the reverse repo market, that there is a delay and they'll come back on tomorrow. But let's keep going with this. Fed Fund's not listed. Neither are reverse repos. It is just index swaps on all of this. We come back to another one. This is going to be UWM, the big one. Index swap. We can see that there's banks listed here. So Citi, UBS, Bank of America, BNP Paribas, Goldman Sachs. These are just the banks that they're entering into these swap agreements with. That's what that means. Ben Levine, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really, really appreciate all of you guys sending in super chats. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody liking the video as well. Yo, STV, I believe covered calls for AMC at this time is a bad idea. Can you give your thoughts? So I can't give like direct financial advice. The risk with covered calls is that you are essentially putting a cap on the amount of return that you can receive for your investment. So AMC is trading at, let's see what it like exactly closed at, 46. If you sold a $50 call, you would be capped at your return from 46.23 to 50 plus the premium that you received. So if the stock goes to all of these levels that we think it can, you won't get to experience those returns. Cyber Wizard, thank you so much for your super chat, man. Just saying thanks for all of your work. Thank you guys so much. So let's get back into exactly what's going on with these triple levered ETFs and see if there's a relationship. This one, UWM, again, it's just these index swaps, but AMC is listed, but so are all of the other Russell components. This one right here, RWM, another one based off the Russell, which AMC is in. This one's treasury bills and index swaps. So you can see a theme right here, especially when we go back to exactly how these like triple levered indexes get their leverage. They use those swaps. And having BlackRock, their fund where they just buy treasuries or they're participating in the reverse repo that would essentially recalculate everything themselves, I think is almost negligible. So let's see. Let's keep going. There's another one right here. TWM. Same one. Treasury bills, index swaps, and that's really it. That's how they're getting their leverage. Another one right here. SRTY. Right here. Treasury bills, index swaps. So what people were maybe saying was that some of these institutions were also listed in BlackRock's Fed Fund. You have to think about how large these institutions are. They are all interconnected. They are doing business with each other left and right. they like the fact that they are all listed somewhere isn't really uh something to really go for in my opinion, but I do want to dig into this. HDG is another one that's basically the hedge replication ETF. Same thing right here. BlackRock's not mentioned anywhere in this. Treasury bills, and we can also see index swaps right here. Swap, swap, swap. So swaps are not necessarily a bad thing in this situation. It's just how that these ETFs are getting their leverage. No, Jason, this is not. This is me looking at that and adding my own thoughts to it. So he was saying that there could be a relationship between the fact that BlackRock could have been involved, but BlackRock is actually not listed on this. These are the most up-to-date numbers on this website. So going off of the point that these index swaps are also involved, we can look at two others that are not related to AMC at all. This one is TBT. Actually, that's probably not. So TBT is the ultra short 20-year treasury. It's like the inverse of TLT. I would expect to see that BlackRock fund if they were going to be listed anywhere on this, and they're not. The next one that kind of goes off of the index swaps being really related in this is this right here, Ultra Pro Short QQQ. All of these different institutions are mentioned again. So the conclusion of all of this is essentially saying that, hey, the fact that there's swaps and BlackRock could be involved, what my conclusion is off of this is that these swaps are just how they're getting their leverage. So this is nothing to freak out or get confused about. I don't personally think the reverse repos are anything other than there's too much cash in the market. If anybody has any other counter DD to that, I would love to hear it. But I have not seen anything that's a set in stone example. NASDAQ, ARCA are there as well. You can also do it on the website. Oh, are you guys talking about? Yeah, I think you guys are talking about something else in the chat. So yeah, I was looking into this today and I wanted to try to clear these things up for you. The main conclusion is that the fact that there's index swaps and treasury bills in these triple levered ETFs doesn't necessarily mean, and if BlackRock was mentioned and all of these institutions are also involved in the Fed fund of BlackRock, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to do with AMC and GameStop. This is just how they're getting their leverage, and the institutions are so big that it makes sense that they're doing this business with each other all of the time. So hopefully that made sense to a lot of you guys. I know this is pretty complex information that I really wanted to go through, but I don't want anybody freaking out that these triple levered ETFs, there's something going on with them. It's just how they're levering them up. Drop some like thumbs up or something in the chat or a rocket if you guys understand. Yeah, shout out to Charlie for bringing this up. I saw it and I was like, this is very interesting. So I tried to dig into it on my own to try to get some more information. And my conclusion is that I think it is unrelated. I think that the swaps are just there for how they're getting their leverage, and BlackRock is no longer listed on this. So that is my conclusion of that. Because I saw a lot of people really confused on what was going on. It's good DD. It's very good information to bring up and talk about. But this was me trying to look at it and then putting my own conclusion onto it to see exactly what is going on. This is definitely an ape-friendly chat. UUP? Tipsy, what do you want to know about UUP? My cousin said something bad happened. Shorts were sold to a bigger hedge fund. Okay, so we can talk about that. So also what a lot of people are confused on is the threshold list. So what you have to understand is that there's so many different loopholes and possibilities of what the big funds could be doing to like basically kick the can down the road further with these FTDs. So what looks like could have happened is that those FTDs were transferred to a different broker. The clock resets. They got it below the threshold amount, that 2.5 million FTD amount, and then they just started again. So, but again, the threshold list or any one of these other catalysts, it's not. I've been saying this forever. It's not going to be just one thing that comes out that causes the squeeze. So again, that July 14th date, it's exciting, but at the same time, it could be nothing. So let's see. Am I related to Ben Shapiro? No, I'm not. JJ, thank you so much for the super chat, man. So the squeeze is still on, just delayed. The FTD or the FTDs in the threshold list, I don't think is the one deciding factor on whether or not we squeeze. Remember, there are still shorts out there and they have not covered. When they cover the FTDs, those are just the shares that were supposed to be delivered on a certain day and they didn't. So it's like a certain subsection of the shorts that needed to be taken care of. It is designed to be overly complicated so nobody can actually figure out what the rules really are because no real rules exist for the elite traders. Yeah, they can do all sorts of stuff that we do not have access to. But yeah, JJ, thank you so much for that super chat, man. What broker would take on those FTDs? Who knows what the type of agreements that they're making in there? Like they could be making like, oh, we'll send you this business if you take these FTDs. Like we don't know because these institutions are so big. What came first, the reverse repo or the deposit? I mean, it's just a transaction. I can pull them up. Yeah, and if you guys want me to go over anything that we just went over again on basically me explaining what I think is actually going on from the things that Charlie mentioned, then just drop it in the chat and I will try to get to that. Ben Levine, that is a monster super chat, man. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody sending in these super chats. Rogue is in the chat. Boom, boom, super chats. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Did I go to Bowdoin College? I did not. No, I go to UConn right now. What do you think the squeeze potential range is going to be? It can go as high as it wants to. It is theoretically limitless. Like it depends on how many naked shorts are actually out on the floating around. Makes no sense when Charlie talked about it or when you do. What is a swap? Let's go over a swap. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something that's going to be really simple. They're over the counter. That's why it's all over the counter. I just don't think it's like a really big thing. It could be. I could be wrong, but at the same time, it does not look like anything is super correlated, if that makes sense. The fact that there's swaps in there is just them. Okay, so here's how you think about it really simply. Say you have an ETF, the S&P 500, and you want to create one of those triple levered ETFs that is going to give you 3 times the exposure or to that ETF. So it's going to move 3 times as much in terms of a percentage, like it's supposed to. In order to actually make that secondary ETF do that, they mold the actual ETF around those swaps, cash, and bonds. That's all you really have to know. The fact that of the matter is that the way that they get their leverage is through those instruments. It gets really weirdly complicated on how it works, but that's really all you have to know. That's how they lever it up. Waiting on the CAT system. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Not going to lie, it felt odd and suspicious reading a positive news article from Motley Fool about AMC going to rise again. Something fishy going on. I mean, they can't just always come out with bad news. Like, then it's just too obvious. Because they can get in trouble too. Like, don't forget, if they come out and start saying false things that are artificially trying to push down the stock, they could get hurt for market manipulation too. Yeah, you can also create a synthetic share by like buying a call, selling a put, buying a bond as well. Like, there's ways to do it. People do it with REITs all the time because if you don't want to actually buy physical real estate, you can structure a portfolio in a way that gives you leverage through REITs and bonds and options and all of that to create that artificial leverage that you would maybe have if you actually owned the physical real estate. Do you think they will announce the GME crypto officially this week, or do you think we should be neutral on hype for this week? Absolutely neutral. All like, especially with that, because the implications of that happening are squeeze, MOAS. Like, if they were to do that, that's the thing. Like, people are saying, oh, it could be the crypto dividend, and if that does happen, big things happen. And if it doesn't, we're going to see one of those, like, people are going to get upset. There's going to be FUD spreading around everywhere. People are going to be like, oh my God, how much longer are we going to have to wait for this? That's not what we want in the community. For me, I'm just buying and holding and waiting until it happens. I buy on the dips and I buy when it goes up too. I buy every chance I get. It doesn't necessarily, like, it could happen tomorrow. It could happen 3 months from now. It could happen 6 months from now. I don't know. Nobody knows. So if anybody's telling you, hey, it's going to happen by this day and it's going to go to this price, nobody knows. Like, you can't tell. If you could tell, you would just buy every single options contract that you could get your hands on for that day. Like, it wouldn't, it like doesn't make that much sense. Dark pools already have this at 1,500 a share. Facts. That screenshot that said like 1,500, 530 or like 1,553, that was debunked. That was not real, but it is possible that those orders are like, those orders are like being placed, but they're not getting filled. And what Kringle said it could have been was like a simulation of if they could fill orders at those prices, which kind of goes along with my dark pool theory. But again, that's just a theory. If you guys want to hear the dark pool theory again, we can do that. But again, especially for this day coming up, the July 14th, neutral. Nobody I don't want anybody getting their hopes up, getting spread around that they're going to do it. It's going to be the squeeze. It's going to set it off. Because again, it's not going to be just one thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's in the ECN book. Now I just need someone to create a time machine. Yeah, somebody needs a DeLorean. Let's see. I'm afraid if it was started by a shill, it could be a way to get people stuck during a squeeze before it squeezes. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Yeah, antics, those rumors, I mean, you never really know. So unless I personally can see it for myself, that those orders are getting filled in that range at those prices, those wildly high prices in the dark pool, I can't trust it because of all of the misinformation that gets forcibly spread to us. We need a whistleblower. See, the thing is that even if there was a whistleblower, that would just launch an SEC investigation, and that takes years. Remember BTIG, this like that whole BTIG situation, Rich Greenfield's old firm, is really important. They got popped for naked short selling, and they mismarked orders. So that was them marking shorts as long on their book. And those actions happened in 2016 to 2017. And the lawsuit was announced, I think it was May. So that's a long time. So the whistleblower stuff, yeah, it helps in the long run in making our markets more fair. But for the squeeze, I don't think it really helps us. Oh, yeah. Cypher Beast, you're good, man. Thanks for answering the question, man. Most of these people keep hyping up certain days or T plus whatever, and it doesn't happen. Then uninformed people sell off because they believe the squeeze won't happen. Yeah, at this point, we don't know when it's going to happen. Like I always say, there are always weeks where the potential for a squeeze is, or not a squeeze, sorry. The potential for a larger, more aggressive price movement to the upside, there's a higher potential for it. But again, it's just potential. Yeah, the share price in the dark pool is the same. It is like according to the data that we see come in on the dark pool, there's nothing that comes in that's like wildly different. The ECN book, which is where they're placing orders that don't get filled, those have been where people can see orders in those wildly high ranges, but they're not getting filled. So it's not like like I could put in an order and it would pop up on the level 2. We saw this on Friday where there were orders for like $18,000 a share on the sell side. It's like, well, those orders can be there, but at the same time, they're not going to get filled. So it doesn't really matter. Like I could put an order in a sell order for like $1 million a share, or whatever the max my broker will let me do. It doesn't mean it's going to get filled though. That's kind of what we're looking at on that ECN book. You should mention the fact that Citadel has people leaving in droves. They've been with the company for decades. Somebody knows something. This has got to be a sign. Nobody leaves unless that's possible. I have only seen one person leave, and I think it was their treasurer. I think it was. So are there any attempts from you? I mean, I haven't, to get in touch with insider/former Citadel. I mean, I'm not going to try to contact a current Citadel employee. That would be a poor idea for me. Dave Lauer is a former Citadel employee, and he has actually come on I think he's been on Matt's channel. He's been on the news. He would be someone very interesting to interview. Also, who else would you guys want to see on these late night streams? Yeah, they're retiring. It's possible. Let's see. Let's pull up the option chain for next week as well, because everybody always gets hyped up about gamma squeezes. And also, I saw a lot of comments on my last video that said options are not important, and that is just false. The one of the major reasons why we got all the way up to the $70 range back in the beginning of June was because of options. And here's why. Let's pull it up. Yeah. So a lot of people were saying, hey, options they don't matter. That's not true. Bird Bear, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. You guys sending in super chats, it means a lot. Thank you guys. Thanks for what you do, my man. I second Dave Lauer. I'll try to have him on. Okay. So for options, the people that are saying that options don't matter, like what happened in the beginning of June? It wasn't a short squeeze. How'd we get up that high? So what happens is these institutions that sell you these options, When they sell a naked call has a very similar risk profile to a short position. The theoretical max loss is unlimited because the stock can technically go to infinity. So a call option, if you buy it, it gives you the right to buy 100 shares of stock at a certain price on or before a specified date for American options. I know we have people from all around the world. So that's just for American options. So when you think about that, if I buy an options contract, I own the right. So I have a $40 strike for January right now. I know that no matter what, I can purchase 100 shares of AMC at $40 a share, spend $4,000 and get 100 shares by whatever the monthly expiration date for January is. But what if the stock goes to 20,000, or infinite? Let's just say infinity. What if the stock goes to infinity? So the other part of that transaction, that options contract, has to buy the stock for whatever the market value is and deliver it to me at that $40 price. So why this is important for getting up to these price levels is that the institutions that sell the options don't want to have that risk of having to buy those shares on the open market at potentially infinity. So what they do is they do something called delta hedging. So they're directionally neutral. That's what delta is. So they then go out on the open market and buy the appropriate amount of shares in order to become delta neutral. What that does is it creates more buying volume, pushes the share price of the stock higher. If the share price of the stock goes higher, the deltas of those options end up creeping up more, and then they have to buy even more shares. So I'm not saying go out and buy a bunch of options. That's not what I'm saying at all. But they're not irrelevant. Like one of the main reasons why we got up to those levels was because we had 225,000 contracts expiring at the $40 strike. Now, people got really excited for that June 18th date that thought we were going to see another gamma squeeze. But once we got past 40 and got into 50, 60, and even 70, those institutions had already hedged for that June 18th date previously the 2 weeks before. So everybody was saying, well, oh, we had like 400,000 contracts in the money. It didn't do anything. Well, it did. It just did it 2 weeks before. That's when they hedged them. Benjamin Hilt, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody sending in the super chats and liking the video. You guys have been crushing it lately. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, options are not useless at all, but they're risky. You have to remember that. The options are like one of the most risky things that you can buy. What is the reason that Citadel is able to block the rise above 62 to 70 better than the hedge funds during the GME squeeze? What are the differences and similarities between GME in January and AMC now? Okay. So when you think about AMC, there's more shares. There's way more shares out on the market. So it's harder to like get like the stock movement. There needs to be like more. I know what everybody's going to say now. It's like, well, the stock's lower priced. It takes a lot more to move a stock with more shares out there. So they're not they're not necessarily stopping it. It may not even be Citadel. That's what it could be. Like it 100% could be, but Citadel's been labeled as like this big bad guy in this situation, mainly because they're a giant market maker that we know do a lot of shady things. Well, we have a very good idea that they're doing a lot of shady things. But also we can talk about, also what a lot of people get confused about is this market correction stuff that we all talk about now, that AMC and GameStop in the market crash, and they think that's bad. Something that I also want to bring up that I've thought about a couple of times is that when we see these market corrections, it is entirely possible that AMC and GameStop sell off with it in the beginning. Here's why. When you think about the forced liquidations and the margin calls that could arise from all of that, it will there's going to be I think there's going to be a slight delay. So we'll see that dip before the rip because they're going to sell off a lot of their positions, get margin called, gain that liquidity to close out. And that could take 2 days, 5 days for that to start happening. And then it's just a domino effect. So I don't want anybody to get really nervous if the market correction comes first and we see AMC start to sell off. When we saw the S&P 500 start to sell off, I think it was Thursday, I was so excited because AMC was going down too. And I know a lot of people were worried about that. I was so excited for that dip because if that day was going to start the downtrend, that was going to be like, that could have been the beginning. The over leveraged funds, I believe, got really bailed out by the statements made from Fauci that the market started correcting. They pushed it down low enough that they could cover some of their FTDs maybe. And then now we're here. Oh, Jeff T. Charles. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I messed that up, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, anyone here using some or all of their 401k to invest in AMC? If so, how much? I am a college student, so I do not have one. So I am probably not the best individual to answer that question, but I am spreading out my money at some different brokerages now. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm probably going to make a Fidelity. There's a couple of others. The whole payment for order flow thing is just terrible. Like, it's awful. It really hurts our market. I bought a bunch to me each day during the dips. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah, I don't live in Maine. Jim. I just have the hoodie. All right. Let's see. Oh, also, we saw that basically the Fed has came out and said that the hedge funds and institutions are over leveraged. Like the leverage amount is like higher than historical levels. So that goes off of what Jackson Hunter was saying about they've been getting these margin calls, which people get mad when we talk about margin calls are coming. But at the same time, me, you, everybody here is never going to know when a margin call happens and they maintain, they gather up the liquidity and then they throw it in and then they're fine. We're never going to know. So I agree with Jackson in that margin calls have been happening. Like there's no way that they wouldn't be. Unless somehow they just said, nope, no more margin requirements, which doesn't make any sense because the margin requirements have substantially increased. So everybody's over leveraged right now. So Ray Dalio has also said, I think he said this like a year ago, that Q4 of 2021 could be the time that we start to see a wave of delevering. And that means closing out of a lot of positions. So closing out of shorts, closing out of over-leveraged longs, that would cause a sell-off, and it would most likely increase the share price of AMC. Jason Stewart, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Thank you. Hey, man, very much appreciate what you are doing. Do you really believe they settled the FTDs? Is there anyone to really hold them accountable? So I know a lot of people are really, really up in arms about the what do you call it? Oh, what's up, TMI? About the threshold list stuff and the FTDs. If they're off the list, they had to have done something because the qualifications to get on and stay on that list would like there's FTDs out there. They're not covering them, so they would maintain on the list. So they definitely did something. But what we don't know is exactly what they did. Did they cover all of them and that was it? Or did they like cover some and then transfer it to another broker, or cover some to just get below the requirements? So now they're not on the list. Like, I don't think you can really tell that. If there's a way to actually look at that, definitely DM me, TMI, or Rogue, and we will look into that. But I haven't seen anything that would suggest exactly what they did. TMI, are you talking about the margin call statement? Yeah. Everybody drop some masks. We have TMI in the chat. Time for me to roll out for date night. All right, you making me crazy. Have fun, buddy. Have a good time. Oh, yeah. TMI. I've been dealing with that for a while. It's all right, though. As long as, like, it's happening. So you can't, like, we're gonna get that type of reaction a lot. But at the same time, like, you're never going to get a notification. But when a stock goes from sub 10 to 70 and there's shorts on it and they're over leveraged already, I'll pull up the chart. Like, what are they just going to not, like, it's just a risk for everybody involved. Like this chart right here. And then the Fed comes out and says, oh, yeah, they're over leveraged. Ooh, there's also something else I want to show you guys. This is interesting. Ooh, it has to do with our government knowing exactly what's going on. I told TMI about this earlier. So this right here is the margin debt. I bring this up all the time, like, because it's just never not important. We can see right here in the beginning of, or like the middle end of 2007, the margin debt was just over 500 billion. Came down right after 2008 when everybody delevered, because what are you going to lever up? Like, it's like everything was crashing. People were taking their money out. Now it's at almost 900 billion. Now there's inflation involved. There's like prices of things going up. But at the same time, that's a huge increase. All right, let me see. I don't know if I have it on this computer because I was going to make a video about it. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when Biden, Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, the head of like the futures trading committee, and all of those giant like names in our like banking and finance system were meeting all together to talk about climate change? Let's see. Fuzzy says yes, but I feel like that's delayed. Do you guys remember that weird meeting that we saw? Rogue remembers, I think. Let me know if you guys remember that, because I'll try to find it right now. Okay. We're getting a lot of yeses. Okay. Well, that wasn't the first one. That meeting, that weird climate change meeting, was not the first one. There's another one that I saw somebody on Superstonk posted it, and there's meeting minutes. Let me see if I can pull it up again. So here's the gist of what happened. Let me look. Wait, this is not it. They had that meeting about climate change and hedge funds, and this meeting was back in March. So they talked about stuff. It talks about like hedge funds over leveraging in the March meeting. And then it talks about climate change and then open-ended funds, mutual funds, and stuff like that as well. So they did that once back in March. And then in, I think it was May or mid-June, they did another one, but the president was there. So obviously what has transpired from then until now has gotten a lot worse, that they have to involve the president now in what's going on. I'm going to see if I can find the first one. Okay. Oh, got it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I have a million tabs up here now too. My computer hates me. Okay, so present at this meeting, minutes of the Financial Stability Oversight Council. This was March 31st. So Janet Yellen, Jerome Powell, two big names. Acting Comptroller of the Currency. The guest, Department of the Treasury. A couple other big ones. Let me see if I can find them. Hedge fund activities, open-ended funds, climate change. Hedge fund activities. Mr. Berg began by stating that hedge funds entered 2020 with higher than historical leverage. He noted that while there were no major hedge fund collapses in 2020, hedge funds can amplify or contribute to threats to financial stability. He described hedge fund delevering during the crisis, noting that this may have amplified price declines in certain markets. He stated that like other market participants, the industry had likely benefited from the extraordinary policy interventions to stabilize markets. When you think about that, if they've benefited over the last year, then they have a lot of liquidity to mess with. So this could take some time with these margin calls. I fully agree with Jackson and TMI with what we've been saying about margin calls. They've either started or they're right about to start. But again, you have to understand how a margin call works. It's not just a forced closeout of a position. They don't like when you get a margin call, if you're trading on margin, for any of you guys who have actually gotten one of those, what are the options? It's like deposit more securities that qualifies collateral, add more cash, close out your position. If those when those are the options given to the hedge funds, they'll just be like, yeah, here's more cash. Leave us alone. That also goes into the reverse repo part, where if the hedge funds can continuously get that cash, deposit it into those accounts at the institutions that they're trading through and getting the leverage from, and those banks don't want the cash anymore at some point, then that could be another cause for delevering. Chris Small, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really, really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody sending in these super chats and liking the video. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Chris Small. I really appreciate the support, guys. Me, TMI, Ro, like all of the other content creators, we wouldn't be able to do this, make content for you guys if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you guys a lot. Buy stocks, not options for AMC. You can do whatever you want with your money. You want to buy options, gamble a little bit on hoping that AMC is going to have one of those rips during the time frame that you have your options, be my guest. Because if a lot of people do that, and there's a big pile up on those strikes and those options running the money, it gives way to more buying volume that could push the share price of the stock up. But let's pull up the option chain for AMC. This week is kind of nuts. Fuzzy, I will 100% be your friend. Look at all of this open interest. 21,000, 17,000, 35,000, 22,000, like almost 12,000, 50,000. If those contracts don't run in the money by expiration, the money's gone. So if I sold you that option and I'm a hedge fund or an institution that's trying to raise more liquidity by selling these $145 strikes, then I win. I literally just made free money essentially. Volume is important on the stock or options. No theta buying shares. That is very true, Tipsy. With all of the high risk and multiple fees associated, I don't think there's more fees with options. Is it really worth it? I mean, the stress must be enormous. I mean, the stress is not enormous if you like trade with like a risk management strategy in your head. Like when I trade options, I don't put any money into an option trade that I'm not fully prepared to lose, because the way I trade options is like really risky. So if I'm going to be throwing like enough money that's important to me at an options trade, that's probably not a smart thing to do, even if it's like a sure thing. Stephanie, thank you so much for the super chat. If you go far over the money, which happens, you lose your money, and the hedgies get the money. They use the money against us. Buying shares helps eat up and drive the price up. Timothy, that's true. Short the VIX, could you explain why all the big users still promote using Webull when it uses payment for order flow and is clearly not helping the squeeze at all? I've actually taken the Webull link out and I've stopped talking about it. I'm still holding my shares on Webull. But yeah, here's the issue with payment for order flow. It's at Robinhood. It's at Webull. It's at all of like so many different brokers as well. And what it allows these institutions to do is they see those orders. So they pay for that order flow. And then they see the orders like before they're executed and filled, and they buy. So like say AMC is trading, say right now I wanted to buy AMC at 46.23. I would send that order for 46.23 and it would get filled at like at 46.23, or it would be a different number, but the fund can front run you and buy it for like 46298 or 462. I can't do math. A number of like a couple of fractions of a penny less than what you bought for. So they're making slight amounts of money, but when the volume is so high, that's when they make their money. So I had this, I was thinking about this a while ago on whether or not the January run up or what we saw in June for AMC is actually helping some of these larger market maker institutions like Citadel. And the conclusion that I came to was yes. And then Jackson actually talked about it in his DD, which I was really happy about because I don't think I've said that to like anybody, because I was thinking about that in the beginning and then I just stopped thinking about it. But that's a really good point to bring up with payment for order flow. Every free trade platform runs payment for order flow. Tipsy, you're really bullish on Oracle. I've hit Oracle. I hit an Oracle play once. That was fun. What about Vanguard's platform? I think they don't have payment for order flow. There's a chart. Let me look. Let's see. TD. Yeah, TD Ameritrade uses it. I'm pretty sure. Robinhood, E-Trade, Schwab, Webull. And Citadel is the highest highest vendor, like the highest amount paid out to these brokerages on every single one. I'm trying to look for a chart that says like which brokerages use payment for order flow. Let's see. Apex is the big bad one, from what I've heard. Let me see if I can find this chart so I can help show you guys where. Interesting. All right, let me see if I can find this. Best brokers, payment for order flow. Let me look. All right, here's this one. Oh, I've heard. See, it's hard to run away from payment for order flow. I'm pretty sure in the UK, it's illegal. So there's no payment for order flow. Yeah, basically all of them except Fidelity use payment for order flow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fidelity is one of them that does not. Vanguard also might be another one that does not. But yeah, here's the other thing. Remember, Robinhood wants to IPO. If they ever cut off buying again and they were a publicly traded company, Vlad is thinking in his best interest, in his pocket, in the future of Robinhood as a company. They've branded themselves as a trading platform for the everyday retail investor. They screwed him over once. We don't really know the details of why they did that. It could have been they got strong-armed. They didn't have a choice. It's entirely possible that that is what happened. Or they saw that they were going to lose a bunch of money and they cut it off. But the end outcome, either way, is that they cut off trading. A lot of people did it. TD Ameritrade, you have to enable direct routing to stop your orders to go through payment for order flow. Yes, I've heard that too. And I've also, if you can go through IEX, I'm pretty sure that one's actually called like the Investors Exchange. That actual exchange was like what the book I read when I was like 17 talked about, and how I know about dark pools, and like really why I decided to go down this rabbit hole with AMC. Yeah. Yeah, like if they ever did that again and they were a publicly traded company, their stock would drop 20% at least. Because again, remember, there's hedge funds out there that are going to take every opportunity they can. If they see that Robinhood did that again, or any one of these other publicly traded, I mean, Robinhood's really going to be the only one. I think Interactive Brokers may be publicly traded. They would just short the absolute heck out of Robinhood. They don't care. They're like sharks who smell blood. How much stocks you make off options? I mean, options are just contracts. You can flip them. You can buy and sell them for a gain. You can buy them and then you can exercise them to get more shares at a lower price. What classes am I taking right now for finance? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I know I have to take a biology lab this semester, which is really annoying because it's like 3 hours long during the day. Let's see. We must own more than 90% of the float by now. There must be hundreds of millions of naked shorts to keep the price of AMC down so much. Absolutely, it's very possible. Yeah, Robin, a lot of people are. Any thoughts regarding that guy Astros video? Which one was that? Was he talking about bonds and liquidity again with Jackson? I think Jackson's onto something with all of that. Like 100%. I need to see how long it would take and the difference in trading for payment for order flow. I mean, you won't really see like you'll get maybe a penny difference on a trade, or like a fraction of a penny of a difference on a trade on what you actually get filled at. So it's not that much to you, the individual, but when you like have the aggregate amount of how much it costs clients, it's a lot of money. And that's how much money that the institutions who are paying for that order flow are making. Make sure that everybody yeah, so there's a if you don't know already, if you're on Webull, if you're on a couple of these other different platforms, your shares could be automatically being loaned out. So I know on Webull, there's just like a couple of buttons you need to hit that just says turn off share lending, and then it's done. They don't loan out your shares. Oh, he's talking about FINRA dates. Oh, there was something on FINRA that we should talk about. What was the 20? So we did cover this, but again, really important. This one right here, this FINRA notice, boom. This is FINRA 2119. Comment on short position reporting enhancements and other changes related to short sale reporting. This came out in the beginning of June. We talked about this very briefly, and then once this comment period got released, everybody started talking about it again. So the comment period is essentially, hey, we want comments on this proposed rule change. What do you think? Now, you as the retail investor can go onto this website and submit a comment. There's a lot of comments right now, and we could read some of them. Look at how many of these comments there are. These are all retail investors that are making comments on this. But what it says is a lot of really important stuff. Right here, synthetic short positions. In addition, FINRA is considering requiring firms to reflect their synthetic short positions in short interest reports. This is really big. If they go through with this and they can enforce it somehow, I don't know how they're going to be able to do this, but if they can, it's awesome. Because what a couple of these institutions can do is, if a stock is then hard to borrow, the put call parity, which if you know the price of a call, you know the price of the stock, you have the risk-free rate that's discounted back. That's one of the variables. You can then calculate the price of the put. Same thing if you know the price of the put, you can calculate the price of the call. when the stock is hard to borrow and there's a lot of volatility flying around, that whole equation gets put out of whack. So you can buy a call, sell a put, sell a call, there's a couple of trades that you can do that enter into essentially a short position, but it's for less than what the actual stock is trading at. So you create like a synthetic $1 window, and that's what they do. And then in order to kick the can, they buy or they sell the deep in the money calls and buy the synthetic shares, or they buy the deep in the money puts, or no, I think they would sell the no, they would buy the deep in the money puts. So it gets confusing when you're buying and selling. And then buy the synthetic long, which meets the broker's closeout requirement. They can kick the can down the road further. Let's see. Oh, you know what we also have not pulled up in such a long time on this channel that I just haven't been looking at? Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Where is this? Come on, don't make me look around for this. Here we go, right here. Oh, darn. I forget how to actually get there. There's like a OTC transparency report that I don't remember how to get to. Here we go. Nope. All right. We're going to have to find that a little bit later. Show love and hit that like button. Thank you, Tipsy. Shout out to everybody hitting the like button and sending in those super chats. It means a lot, guys. TD does lend your stock if you have a margin account and use margin. You can turn off margin or not use margin. Then they do not lend out your shares. I called TD Ameritrade and asked them. Thank you, Timothy Pope. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, and then more questions. We're just going to keep going. This stuff is important. Moonglow, I turned off share lending on Webull. Nice. We are going to have a special guest coming too in a little bit. I think you guys are going to like this one. Bum, bum, bum. Are you guys still buying options for AMC, or are you just not going for it anymore? I'm not buying any more options on AMC. Antics. Imagine what happens when we find out more than 100% of the float is shorted. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially find that out at some point. But not really with the share count and the vote. I don't believe the vote is going to tell us. Mainly because the proxy like the companies that actually run the vote, if they get more, if they receive more votes than they're supposed to, they'll just trim off the top and make it work for the reported numbers. That's how, like Wes Christian's talked about that. There's been a couple of articles I've read that have talked about that. STV, can we squeeze if utilization is not 100%? Yes. It all talks about, it all depends on when the shorts cover. Like if there was, if the short interest was like 10 to 15 and the shorts covered in a large way, like all at once, then yeah, we would squeeze. The utilization is just the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend versus the amount of shares that have already been lent out. How to turn off share lending in Schwab? I'm not so familiar because I don't have a Schwab account. Even if it was more, they wouldn't tell us. It would be private for reasons. Yeah, true. I do think it's possible that Adam Aaron and AMC will know, but they won't tell us. And again, July 14th, everybody relax. Okay? Nobody freak out about July 14th. It could be because of this is probably the one day, because of the fact that there is such a wildly great implication for what could potentially happen if that specific news is released about the NFT dividend, the special crypto dividend, that everybody, I think, is going to get really hyped up about it. And I don't want people to get their expectations so high that they end up getting let down. July 14th is my birthday. There's a lot of birthdays on July 14th. Oh, Isaiah, I'm 22 right now. Is there a way to find out exactly how many hedge funds are shorting AMC besides Citadel and Melvin? Melvin was GameStop. Citadel, they actually are long. They have shares of AMC, but they also have some puts. But again, you can't necessarily say that people are shorting based on if they have just have puts. If they have puts and shares, those puts are most likely insurance. Eric, what's up, man? STV, thanks for doing what you do for us. I think I speak for all of us when I say keep up the good work. We all love you, young man. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that, man. We keep it calm from TMI. Nice, guys. RV Trader, you owed 1 billion synthetics of AMC. Hey, man. If you follow YouTuber Bunny Stocks, what do you think of her DD? I actually have not seen any of her videos. I think you guys have brought her up a couple of times. Oh yeah, again, sorry, I wasn't looking. Who do you guys want me to bring on next? I think we're gonna try to get Houston Wade, which is gonna be really fun to do. Claybro. Who else do you guys want that is like feasible that we could just get? Check shit, yeah. Cost to borrow has to go way up for the squeeze. As long as that 2 to 3%, they can afford to keep kicking the can. Yeah, cost to borrow has to do with volume, I think. Or no, that's days to cover. Yeah, bring on Jackson. Let's see what Jackson's doing tonight. Let's see. We can see if we can get Jackson on. I'll just shoot him the link. Oh, wait. I also have to look and see what you guys are saying. I always do that. I get distracted really easily. Wes Christian, that would be really cool. I can try. I think that would be really cool to try to get Wes Christian on here. Josh from the trading fraternity. Hey, Tipsy, I would 100% do that. Zip Trader Charlie. I don't think he collaborates with a lot of people. Matt or Trey, obviously, I'd love to have them on. TMI sent me your way. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't follow TMI yet, the Masked Investor, what are you doing? Bring on Review Dork. Yeah, we're trying to do that, actually. We've got some big things planned, guys. Me, TMI, we've got a lot of cool stuff coming. Kringle always puts some wrinkles on the brain. Yeah, he's been pretty busy lately, but yeah, I'll try to get Kringle on at some point. I don't know if he's came on here, but he's definitely come on TMI's channel. Let's see. Also, we can go over some of... Yeah. Okay, buddy. We can go over some of the options plays. Mods, do your thing, or I'll do it. Yeah, let's go over some of the options plays that I'm actually looking at coming up in the near future. I'll just do it then. Boop. Bye-bye. All right, so here's what I'm looking at for options plays. You guys all know that the reason I talk about AMC is because I don't see another stock that can potentially give a higher return than AMC can. And that's how I think about like anything that I'm going to put my money into. What do I think is going to be the best place to put my money? So for options, it's a little bit different. I don't see AMC for me being the best choice for buying more options at the current time. So I also think that it's possible that we start to see the market correct in Q4. It's going to take a lot of time to really like roll out, which is why I'm waiting on these plays, but this is one of them that I'm looking at. Wait, that was the wrong thing. Here we go. I want something here, some VXX calls. Now I'm going to wait on these because I don't want the IV to get, or like the theta decay to really get me. So I'm going to wait a couple of weeks to start getting into these. I'm also going to get some TLT, and then maybe some longer dated puts on the blue chips. So Facebook, Apple, maybe Tesla if they're not wildly expensive, which I know they're going to be, and some of those types of stocks that can see a big move to the downside if we see the market correct. Clayton, what do you think? Yeah, my name is literally from a show, and it really is like not the best name for what we have going on right now in the market. My name is not financial advice. AMC earnings next month. Yep. That's going to be good too. So right now, the Black Widow stuff is not going to be on AMC's earnings report. So it should be Q2 earnings, unless it's Q1. I don't think it would be Q1. It should be Q2 earnings. I don't really know their earnings schedule. Yeah, Apple and TLT, 100%. But yeah, I'm expecting some good things to come out of AMC's earnings. They've paid down some of their debt. A lot of the money that they raised goes on to like a capital gain portion, like through the share offerings. So that adds to their revenue. We've seen like record after record after record of the pandemic box office numbers being broken. So that's always good. We saw the UFC fight this weekend, but that will not be included in the earnings report. They're definitely going to say a lot of things at the shareholder meeting too, coming up at the end of this month. Hey, Caesar, I mean, I'm just buying and holding and waiting until I'm going to be very patient with this. Ho, here we go. Special guest in the building.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What is going on, TMI?
Nothing much, man. I see you holding it down over here, running through these questions. I was trying to sling the hammer on that idiot, but you got to me before I did. I just got in a bit late. I was like, oh, I can jump to the stream now, or do I try to go to the live and get the hammer going?
I was like, mods, do your thing, and then nobody did because I think there's that like delay. So I was like,
yeah.
Oh, fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh man, what's going on, people? How you guys doing?
I think everybody's pretty good.
Little Tekka, yeah, that's me. Surprise, surprise. I don't even know what you guys were covering just now. I think you covered probably a few things since I tuned in for a bit. Had to go take the dog out for a walk, came back, and now, what are you guys on?
We're just kind of going over questions, basically AMC in general. I think a lot of people might still be confused about the ETF, the triple levered or in the levered ETF stuff. Like everybody was so confused after those videos came out. I know you probably got a lot of this too because you're popping on Twitter, but everybody was sending in like in the DM, like, what's this? Look at this video. What's going on? What's going on? And it was like, whoa, everybody.
The DMs right now for Twitter, I'm not gonna lie, are just running a bit rampant. If anyone has sent me something recently, I truly and honestly do apologize for not getting to it. But this weekend, like it was a slow end of the week last week, but this weekend just got crazy.
Mm-hmm.
with information.
Yeah, it went nuts.
Oh, I'm still trying to dig through it. Is TMI short for TIM? Well, I mean, not really short, but maybe.
I mean, short is short for short the VIX.
See, TMI SDV. One,
Uh,
2, 3, and it's you and me now. Oh, he actually didn't know. Well, 1 second here. Oh, he actually didn't know it. Okay, cool, cool. Am I related to Andrew Mo Money? Yeah,
where is
how'd you
that?
know?
I don't even
Angelina
see that.
ATF said.
Yeah. Maybe you get them earlier than I do on Restream.
Oh yeah, I think I do. Wait. Are you looking at Restream or the live?
The live.
That's probably why. Yeah,
Yeah.
Restream is definitely earlier.
Interesting. Yeah. TMI is Andrew Momoni's brother or father. I don't really
Yeah,
know which.
we go way back.
Yeah, we were gonna try to get him on our channels at some point. We gotta get back on that.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot a message right now, and I'll just see if he'll just confirm something.
Eric, STV, here's an incredibly important question. Can you imagine how the price would be affected if tens of millions of volume happened pre-market? We'd go nuts.
Sorry, say that again.
Could you imagine how the price would be affected if tens of millions of volume happened pre-market?
Oh yeah, that would be the craziest. Listen, if you want to see a grown man cry, you'll see me shedding some tears if we start seeing that kind of volume in the pre-market.
It
So
would
that
be nuts.
means,
Well, TMI streams pre-market too. He's up early.
yeah, if you want to come over 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. every day, mind you, it's early though, so make sure you got your ducks in a row. I don't want to make you late for work the way I'm always late for work. There's no reason for all of us to be late to work. Okay. Got some strong feelings over there.
Yeah,
Right.
you guys, we're keeping it positive in here, guys. Come on.
Oh,
So what's
Motley
up with
Fool.
tomorrow?
Motley Fool had good information on AMC. Really?
What happened?
Someone said, "Did you see the Motley Fool with good information on AMC?"
I thought it was a market watch. Maybe they're coming around. Highly doubt it, but
I know. What is that about? What is
oh,
this?
Wallace mods for Andrew. Yeah, we'd love to have him on.
Oh, yeah. Do it up. Wallace Frey?
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, shout out to all the mods. You guys are the best.
Shout out to the mods making the world go round.
Yeah, so we don't have to just be like making sure nobody's going absolutely wild in the chat.
Those
Which
are
usually
some.
we condone, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah, it's tricky depending on the time.
Yeah.
Depending on the time. Okay, let me check out Motley Fool and see what they put
Yeah,
there.
hold on, let me pull that up.
Motley Fool. Wow, I spelled Motley Fool incorrectly. So, who's the real fool is a question.
I think it's still Motley Fool.
Got you. Okay, cool. Just double checking. Just double checking.
I see AMC apes care about their agenda, not the company. Is that the one you guys are talking about?
Yeah,
12
I don't know if
hours
that's
ago.
so positive.
Yeah, that's not very positive. That's like giving someone a compliment, but it's like
Backhanded compliment.
yeah, that.
4 hours ago. Forget AMC. This growth stock is better buy. No, come on. That just erased it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they came out with an article 4 hours ago.
There's another one?
Yeah, flip flopped.
Can you put it in the private chat?
Yeah, I got you right now.
Thank you, sir.
Take a look at this bad boy.
TMI, how was your night, buddy?
Not bad, not bad. Watched a little bit of the Euro Cup finals.
There you go. You a big
Italy ran
soccer
away
guy?
with it. I love myself some football. Football of all types.
I can't do it.
Football of all types. You can't watch both?
No, I can't. No, I can't watch soccer. There's not enough
Too slow.
going on
Too slow for you. For me, soccer's like chess.
Gotcha.
It's like it's all about like it's to me watching soccer is like watching football pre-snap. It's like watching the
Okay.
check plays and seeing who's adjusting what. It's like sometimes that's interesting. Sometimes you're just like, all right, just snap the ball, Peyton. Like, come on. How many times are you gonna say the same thing? Omaha, we get it.
Omaha.
Come on, snap, snap the ball, buddy. Let's go. In the
Yeah, this
one,
one
yeah,
says forget AMC. This is this growth stock is a better buy.
yeah.
That's another one that's
They
just
pull us in with one decent backhanded compliment, and then they just slap us with another bad one.
they're just so bad all of the time.
Forget AMC. This growth stock is a better buy. Which growth stock are they talking about here? Roku?
No. Roku makes you broku.
That's what
That's
I'm
a
thinking.
commonly known fact.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like what, $800 like 3 years ago. Come on now. Let me go look at the chart for Roku and see
Oh,
what's
is
going on here.
Apocalypse in here?
A Porcalypse is in here. I was just checking out a message he sent. He's making some progress with his character.
Vinnie Mac, TMI and VIX, what's your average on AMC? It gets higher every time I buy.
Yeah, I don't even want to look at my average right now, to be honest.
Yeah. I know what it's about to get to, and I just don't. I mean, it doesn't matter, but like it's like, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, it's tough. Listen, my average went from 544 to over $8 with one average up, and I was just like hurting. It just sucked.
I think I had a $4 average up one time.
Ooh.
Because I would just went like boom on one of them, and I was like,
Yeah.
what happened there?
I know. And then it's like, yeah. Anyways, it's rough. It's rough. But I'll say this: my average is below. I want to say it's below $20.
Mine
I'm
is
not
too.
sure. Yeah, I'm
I
not
just
sure
wanted
exactly
to because that's the number. I'm like, no, but I don't care. Like at the same time, it's like, who really cares?
I know. But like these dips, that's yeah. You know what? That's why I'm enjoying the dips a bit too much. Like I should be just waiting for the rips. But I'm kind of like, if we're gonna get to the moon anyways, I don't mind it coming back down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
My
mean, when I
call-offs
start
would
up my new
disagree with
account,
me.
like,
Ooh, your new account.
yeah, I'm gonna make another one.
Let's go.
Stop revealing that info. I'm not telling. Like,
wait, yeah, we didn't say how many shares we have. The average is fine. The average just tells you guys how early we've been in this.
Yeah. There's
not, we didn't just jump on here and start making moves, after it went up 600% in a week.
Yeah.
We were doing this when we were struggling to. I have a video where I said that I was trying to sell my jacket to buy more AMC shares before it got to $8. Oh man.
I remember when we all got really excited that it hit 10.
Oh, those are the good days.
Everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's at $10."
Those are the good days. When it hit 14, I was jacked to the you know what. Then it came back down to 9, and I was just like,
oh boy,
tough.
I just saw a comment in here. I heard McGregor is on his last leg.
Oh, jeez.
Too soon.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's too soon.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. But like my average in the new account that I'm gonna make is gonna be like wildly high. But it like doesn't matter because like I'm still buying shares.
Oh, that is true. I do have it. I don't ever mention what brokers I use.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think it's one of those things where someone in legal spoke to me and said like you shouldn't get in any trouble, but it just could lead to a different point that they're going to try to make. So just try to say as little as possible. So I don't know what we've mentioned so far, but I did make a new account a few weeks ago, and I'll tell you what my average is. It's high. It's high.
I bet it's high.
It is high. But it's cool. I'm gonna lower it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Let's see
STV,
here.
what's the short interest for AMC? Also, I was wondering why our incredibly important automatic margin call 005 keeps getting delayed. That's not the automatic margin call rule, Eric. 005 is the one where they take the initial deposit at the clearing corporations from 10,000 to 250,000. And then I'll pull up Ortex for the short interest. Let's see.
Let's see here. It
is a whopping 19.06%. Boom. Shorts have not covered.
No, they have not. Never have, never will. Yeah, like my average for GameStop is 200.
I was thinking about
currently in the red for GameStop. Yeah, I want some of whatever the heck they have going on over there too. It's like it's
Hmm.
less than 10% of what I have for AMC, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, it's I'll get some of these bad boys too. We can help us. I think they're on a discount right now. Like they truly are like good bang for your buck long term. Well, swing play long term.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Should we talk about the GME NFT tokens for the crypto coin?
I'm down for that.
We can do it. Again, nobody get like their hopes wildly up for that. That's like TMI. I think that's like the one day, like the date that the implications of what could possibly happen are like the best case scenario. So that's why I'm trying to like.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that because I have some theories. I spoke to some people. Let's see here. Okay, so it's what do we know so far about this dividend? Is it even a dividend?
I don't think anybody knows anything. It's just the speculation.
Okay,
I think
so
they've said that they're coming out with something crypto,
mhm.
and people are speculating NFT dividend.
Can the shorts average up on their short positions? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They can average up in price and days on loan. Or what was it? Yeah, days on loan. Sorry, they can average a lower average days on loan for shares borrowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll pull that up. Oh, I have to pull up Ortex again. That was
Yeah, because if they keep buying, like if they buy more now than they have in the last 3 months, then their average days will come like extremely low. Because you start off at zero, like the same day you buy, you start at zero.
right.
So averaging down from zero is just substantial.
I think
So
it's
yeah, so
this on loan average
it's like 30,
AG. Yeah,
30.
yeah,
What is
it's
it?
30 something.
Yeah, I think it's 32 or
Let's see what the
34.
price was like 30 days ago. So right
Yeah,
now it's 37, but it dropped from 39. So that would
interesting.
suggest averaging up or adding to their short.
Uh, it dropped from 39, so yeah, that means they averaged down.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I don't. So what goes on with this? Yeah. So the NFT thing is very. People want me to do research or want us to do research, but I'm like, it's difficult because we don't have much information to run on.
Right.
There is that example of another company who did have that crypto dividend
Overstock, right?
overstock. Yeah, I was looking at that today. Crypto dividend. Look. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, that was Overstock, the NASDAQ listed online retailer and technology company, made history last spring by offering a digital dividend, also known as an airdrop in blockchain terms, to its 40 million shareholders.
Yeah, it was 1 per 10 shares. So I think only 4 million crypto dividends were actually issued.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's see here. Shareholders will receive one digital voting Series A preferred stock for every 10 of the online retailer shares they hold on April 27th. This is in 2020.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1 for 10. And so I don't even know how many shares of GME you have to hold in order to get one. Like I don't know if it's 1 for 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an article up right here that does talk about it. Should we
Yeah, sure. Let's take a
all
look.
right, cool.
Take care, Angelina ATF. Guys, AMC can't do a dividend until they're net positive. They can't be in debt
Yeah.
and give out a dividend. So I know people have been saying like that'd be great if we can just do a dividend. It's just like it's not possible until we handle some of the debt. So all those people that were saying like we don't want to dilute more shares. It's like okay, but we're
Right.
also saying that we can't do a dividend. Then it's like you have to understand that they're more. It's more than just a simple answer for these voting. The reason why their votes are so serious is because they're complicated, right? So, anyways,
Yeah, so it basically talks about like the speculation, and then down here it says, secondly, it's helpful to know about Overstock's self-executed short squeeze in which the company paid out its dividend to shareholders in an obscure OSTK cryptocurrency. Short sellers were forced to cover their shorts or risk having the dividends dumped into their laps. They couldn't afford to pay them anyway, since Overstock only issued enough coins to reach the investors. As a result, the stock rocketed 60% in 2 weeks. Thirdly, one must be aware of the GameStop NFT website that has popped up in recent weeks, complete with its own wallet address. The website and the wallet address within suggest the company is developing an NFT platform utilizing Ethereum's protocol and token standard. The company is now involved in cryptocurrency in some capacity. TMI, you want to see if we can pull up that wallet?
I'm just gonna say, buy Ethereum and just stay safe. Yeah, let's do that. There's a
All right,
game on
cool.
that website
How
too.
do we do that? I've never done that before.
To be honest, have I even pulled up this game? Let me see. Jimmy wallet. Let's check it out. Investor Place, Coinbase, GameStop tokenized stock. No, we don't want that.
So this is the NFT website for GameStop. nft.gamestop.com.
But is this the same one with the wallet? Is the wallet on this website?
What is this? This might be it. I don't know what this is. It's a copy and paste thing.
Oh, that's to figure out. That's the July 14th date that comes out on the other end of that. Like you take that and put it into a different website, and then it registers, I guess, when the whatever the hell is supposed to happen with the stock comes out. I think it pops out a date.
Gotcha.
But keep scrolling down. Let's see if there's any wallet information on here. Is that as far as it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What's this right here?
Where's the
This
game,
is a
though?
little button. I'm just clicking.
There we go. Game time. Okay. This is Twitch hour, baby.
What are we doing?
You have to play the game.
I'm supposed to go. What are we doing?
Yeah, you got to hop those bad boys. Wait.
This is crazy right here. I don't know what we're doing here.
You're jumping. You got to jump. Shoot, baby, shoot.
Guys, this is taking a turn.
Come on. Oh, my gosh. This is your first time gaming? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think that's all right. I think that's it. I don't know. I thought we were going to get something that comes out at the other end of it.
Let's see here.
You got to copy and paste the address. Copy.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm going to do this on a different screen to see what the heck is
just
going
in
on here.
case.
Yeah, I don't know what GameStop's
You don't trust Ryan Cohen?
Screen. What's up?
So you don't trust
here
Ryan?
we go. I found it. Oh, I found it.
Found what? Well, we can't see it, but I trust
Their
you.
wallet, I think. I just copied and pasted. Here's what I did.
Google?
Yeah, and then it came up. The first option is like GameStop on etherscan.io. And
I'm on etherscan.io right
up.
now. Yeah. Okay.
This is what comes up. Token 3896. Okay.
Oh, you know what I have to do? I probably have to copy in that. Yeah, I probably have to copy that in. Okay.
It's an NFT program, but they can't issue an NFT dividend in the way people think. They can issue a crypto dividend. They can issue an NFT that's custom to each shareholder with the number of shares. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's pretty, yeah, that could work. Thank you, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, GameStop.
Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop.
Is this like the transactions in their wallet right here? Yeah, this is like, I don't think this is very much. I don't know what they're doing, but.
Does anybody have level 3 data? Do you have level 3 data?
I think that's like the ECN book that we were trying to figure out how to get access to.
Level 3 data. Site. It's the highest data level and also includes, no, I want to figure out where we can send people for free level 3 data if that's possible. No.
I mean, I don't even know what level 3 would be.
Let's see here.
It's probably like the stop losses and stuff. Like,
yeah, how you can go fishing for it. I think Stephanie was talking. Oh, I don't know if you know. Should we be saying that name anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. We can do whatever we want.
I think she was talking about how she has level 3 data. So it could be like accredited investors that have it.
What is a level 3 quote? A level 3 quote is pricing information about a security provided by a trading service. It includes real-time bid price, ask price, Quote size. Price of the last trade. Size of the last trade. High price for the day and low price for the day.
Oh, here, I have a link for you for the level 3. It's a great image here. I'm going to send it to you in the private chat
Okay, cool.
for breakdown. I wish I found this earlier.
Level 3 includes market makers. Interesting.
Yeah, it does. Extended prices, discount per line and line item total, debit or credit indicators, discount amount, freight shipping amount, duty amount. What the heck?
This looks like
This is different.
this is credit card.
This is B2B credit card processing.
Yeah,
Disregard
that was
that.
wrong.
Disregard that. I was just reading it out loud. I was like, that's not quite it.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Bloomberg terminal. Yeah, those are what's that like? Well,
Expensive.
in like about a month and a half, I'll have access to Bloomberg terminals. And I can just walk in and
for school. Oh, right.
we had 4 of them in my dorm freshman year.
4 different accounts?
No, we had 4 Bloomberg terminals. I think it was 4.
Holy shoot.
Yeah. I am Bloomberg certified, but that doesn't really mean much. Like if you look at what's on the Bloomberg, like so if you take the test, it's literally like basic econ. Like it doesn't actually tell you how to use Bloomberg terminals. I feel like that's like any test like ever though.
This is
It's
much
like,
better.
oh,
Why did you do that in the first place?
somebody goes super, super cheap. I think it's like $2,000 a month.
Yeah, it's high. It's up there. Actually, that would be great to hit them up for access.
Bloomberg, they wouldn't give us it.
Oh,
We would also need like their setup. They would have to like send it to us. And I think that's really expensive.
Let's see here. Order now. They have the price listed on the website? Come on. Yeah, that's how you know it's expensive. When there's no price tag, that's how you know it's expensive.
Yeah, exactly. If you walk into a store or a restaurant, there's no prices on anything, you know you're done.
Oh my gosh. So Bloomberg terminal will cost approximately $2,000 per month or $24,000 per year. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that wonderful breakdown.
Yeah, and unless you're like people were talking about Bloomberg terminal. Oh yeah, you were there with the betas. And it's like Bloomberg terminals are what like are on the trading floors. That's what they use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a program. That's true. Tipsy, I think Josh has a Bloomberg terminal now.
And what's his name? Kofi has one.
He has one?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll just hop in and I don't remember my login info, but I'll just have him send it to me. That was a while ago when I used that. I mean, it's cool to use. It's like kind of confusing, but it's pretty cool.
The terminal?
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm really curious to see what happens with GameStop because like announcing is one thing, but just trying to figure out once they announce how long it's going to take for us to actually see something or for something to be processed or what the next date they kind of put on the calendar is.
I think if they announce it, the shorts are going to know that they then get put on a clock. Like think of like if they have to pay.
If a date is like announced.
Yeah. If a date is announced, I think
Gotcha.
they would just try to get out of it right away.
Yeah. I just didn't want to take the conversation to speaking about dark pools. If that's why when I said Stephanie, I was like, okay, I don't want to take it to go that way because we were already having a conversation about something completely different. Nothing about not saying Stephanie. All good. All good.
Oh, D Snuts, I didn't put you in timeout. I didn't put anybody in timeout during the interview because I like wasn't looking at the chat.
What's up, TMI? Not fixed because you put me in timeout for asking for Stephanie's number.
Where's Alan? I'm looking for your question, man.
Oh man, what's up, these nuts?
How would GME give out a crypto NFT dividend? Wouldn't the brokers give it out? And wouldn't that give them the chance to copy it and send it out to all the synthetic shares?
No, you can't.
It's non-fungible.
You cannot do that with crypto, and it's registered on a blockchain. So that's another thing. Thing. Because it's registered on a blockchain, it is the definition of transparent, which means that if it's crypto, if that's direction that they're going, then it has to be registered on a blockchain. If it is Ethereum, that's great. But they can't do anything about it. What they could potentially do, and this is just completely speculation, saying this is literally the most BS explanation I could think of for a way of like cheating the system, is make it appear in one's broker account, because you're not going to actually, like, you shouldn't, in my opinion, get the crypto in your broker account. You would probably get access, a code or something, to your crypto in a different wallet, which would be on the Ethereum network through GameStop's site. You'd be able to access it. So you probably get your own code, like each investor. The same way you get your voting document, you probably get your own code.
That would make a lot of sense.
So
because they
to
can't,
me, it's like
if some brokers don't have like a crypto platform, like
they can't just do that because you say one stock has. It's like I have thousands of stocks that come to my broker. I'm not going to just change my whole platform for this one stock, right?
Right.
But it's like they can make it appear as if every single one of your stocks gets the notification. You know what I mean? Like they can just say like, hey, 1 for 10. For every 10 stocks you have of GameStop, you have one cryptocurrency, but they're not going to have to give you anything.
Right.
So I think only once people actually get to their wallet will they see the difference. That's why I'm like thinking that, okay, the time that they announce to the time that they actually send out a code to the time that there's actually crypto in your wallet, I wonder what that date is, because that's when we're actually going to know.
Yeah, think about it though. If you're a short and they announce it, you know it's coming eventually. And people will probably just start to buy in. So you're going to be like, oh, man, here we go.
Yeah, but this is another thing, too. I think the shorts already know. Like, I think the shorts know more than we do about what's happening.
They probably already like have an idea of what's coming.
Because I'm looking at GameStop, and I'm like, it looks like they tried to kill it at earnings. Like
yeah, I remember that.
It just looks like it's just been, like, they've been trying to kill it. It's been in a descending level. It's been a descending channel since the last 30 days. Like they haven't taken a breath. The chart looks rough. That's why I decided to, buy a couple every week. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna do this and see where this goes.
People are asking what I call my subscribers. I haven't thought of a name. Did you finalize yours yet?
So this is what I'm rolling with. We got the mask gang, but we would be masketeers. So we're gonna have to get some swords going behind the mask, just so if you guys want to joust, we can always do that. But it's still gonna be the mask gang. It's just gonna be like, how you have like moon gang, but you have ducks. Same thing. Gotcha. And then I guess you'd be like, you can't be the short gang. Short the VIX, STV, the bulls.
Yeah, it's hard. I couldn't think of one.
You could be the bulls. The Stampede. Yeah. Stampede.
Yes.
There
all right.
You go.
So you guys are the Stampede. That's what we're going with. That's a good one. Thank you, TMI. That's a good one.
Welcome, Stampede. Welcome.
Welcome. All right, let's
call the woman the vixens. Oh my God, I should not have just read that out loud. I apologize. That just came off the top. You can't do that. Wait. No, you can't do that. Whoa, my gosh.
Oh boy.
The masquerades. I got some crazy names that I can't. Apparently, enough people told me, even though the mask militia won, they're like, you can't use militia. You just can't use that.
Yeah, you can't. I feel like that would be a bad
it's too
one.
Much. I want to use mafia. I really want to use mafia.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but the masketeers works.
Yeah, make sure you vote if you haven't already done so. I know the shares are off the table, but we need an accurate share count. Yeah, the problem is that, like we've said before, the companies that run the vote, if they get more votes than they're supposed to, they'll just trim off the top. So we will not know what the actual numbers are, but AMC probably will.
Yeah, that's the thinking.
Have you considered the Lion King repercussions? I mean, that's kind of what's going to happen to the hedge funds, right?
Say that again?
Somebody said, have you considered the Lion King repercussions? And I was like, well, that's probably just what's going to happen to the hedge fund.
Yes. That's exactly what's going to happen.
How do
I
you
think,
vote for the share count? You should have gotten an email.
yeah. Did you not get an email or in the mail or something?
I don't know.
But
TikTok, VN
if you
Music.
don't vote, I think your broker can vote for you.
Yes.
So, you know,
Hedge. Oh no, we're gonna get back. Hedge replication ETFs. Yeah, Brandon. At the beginning of this stream, I went into all of that stuff on what I think is going on. When you look at it, BlackRock, the Fed fund, is not actually in any of those ETFs anymore as of Friday. It could completely change at the end of the day tomorrow, but
interesting.
that's not in
Interesting.
there. The repos are not in there. And the fact that there are swaps in there, the swaps on those, like when you see the swaps at like Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, Morgan Stanley, when you look at SQQQ, it's the same companies. So it's just how they're getting their leverage and the companies that they're entering into those swap agreements with. So I don't think it's anything crazy.
If you don't vote, it's a no. It's not that simple.
No. It's if you don't vote, it's what the vote then counts for what the company wants. That's
Is it
typically how they're run.
is it the company or the broker?
It's typically they vote in. Let me pull it up.
At one point in time, I thought it was the broker.
I thought it was just if you don't vote, the company votes for you.
Yeah,
I thought it. Well, I thought that's what it was. Because why would the broker care?
the company. Okay, cool.
It might be. I don't know. I'm looking at like on AMC's website, but I don't. That's just
Yeah,
the news
Tipsy's
release.
saying the company, and this was me
Okay,
just
cool.
hearing. Yeah, this is me trying to remember Adam Aaron's interview from a while back. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, received notifications for my votes from Robinhood, TD, and Weevil. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You also had to have owned shares that have settled in your account by June 2nd in order to vote on them.
There you go.
Yes, every share counts as a vote. If you have 1,000 shares of XYZ on brokerage A and 1,000 on brokerage 2, you would vote twice. Yep. Why does it say restream? That's just the software that TMI and I use to stream. It's because we like to have a lot of people come on our streams, so we can it's easy, send them a link and they come on. We don't have to do any of this Zoom stuff.
Now, why don't you take a second there? I didn't say anything. I didn't make any jokes. I just let you go just now. But I could have stopped it 3-4 times in the middle of that conversation just now, and I let it flow.
About what I don't even remember.
Just saying. Different
See,
man.
see, it's you. I'm telling you, it's you because I don't even know what I said.
I let it go. I let it go. It came and it went. Fugazi.
Hey, it did what?
That's see exactly exactly. Because you like when people do what to your stream?
Gotcha.
Let's see here. Everyone got their notice. Cool.
Yeah,
Cash
that's
that
good.
sent
If
you
not,
yours.
just call them. Yeah, they need to reach a quorum. I think that's just at the meeting. The quorum is usually like a certain percentage of vote or like people in attendance at a meeting. And if not, they delay it to a later day in the day. And then which school is your favorite, UConn or Bowdoin? UConn. I got into Bates and I went on a revisit day there for admitted students. And I was like, this place is not for me. So I ended up at UConn and BU and Villanova. Dude, my college application process was a disaster. I applied to 17 schools.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sucked. You guys need to do a live going over each item that is being voted on. How do we do that right now?
Let's go.
See, I'm
The
trying
funny
to
thing
find
about being live is that you're live.
Exactly. For me, I'm trying to look. I don't have the. Where is it? I'm trying to look for the actual document. it's this one. Nope. Here it is. Nope. Getting like the May 4th ones.
Say again?
Here we go. Oh, this isn't it. Wait, maybe it is. Nope. Do you have it, TMI?
The vote?
Yeah, like what the... I mean, I know what they are. I just want to like pull it up on the screen to make sure people can like see what we're going over.
Let's see here. I don't know if I have the old one or the new one. Let's see here. This is a Reddit post.
I mean, if it's the old one,
looking for.
If it's the old one, it doesn't really matter because we just take off the 25. Just be like, that's not there.
Yeah. Is there? Actually, I know we say we just do this. Let me just wait. I have 5 options. This is June 16, 2021 press release. Check this.
AMC proxy statement. Oh, this might be one.
1 is re-election of certain directors. 3 is to approve the appointment of Ernst Young. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Nice. Like it's yeah.
It's all like now the vote is almost like the things that we're voting on, in my opinion, it's like.
But be careful.
Well, because the thing that people were most focused on is now no longer there.
Yeah.
So I want people to still vote.
Now that it's been removed, let's just talk about that for a second. Now that it's been removed, okay. How much debt does actually we can't really dig into it because we don't know how much debt AMC has, but
we'll find out on next earnings.
Right, but like, if there was, hypothetically speaking, a 500 million share dilution, then AMC in theory would be able to issue a dividend. This shareholder meeting? Like coming up in 30 days?
I was thinking about that too. I was like, the issue was though is that they said they wouldn't use them until 2022.
Well, because we made them.
I thought the original thing was the 500 million, and then but they like the thing to entice people to allow it was not until 2022. But
they only did
so many shares.
They only did that because we were going to say no. That we weren't going to let them do it.
It's like, honestly, I don't know how they thought that was going to work.
Well,
they were going to almost.
They didn't think we were going to hold this long.
That's true.
They just wanted a quick cash so they could stay alive. They didn't think we were going to still be here.
Right.
So I think when Adam Aaron said no to the 25 million share dilution, he's like, oh, these guys are going to be here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, okay, cool. But now in hindsight, I'm thinking like, hold on a second. If we did do that, then we would have seen a significant dip. But then we would have potentially, if there was a dividend coming out,
all their debt, which they probably could have.
They would have paid off all their debt and potentially had a dividend come out in the next 30 days, which would have put a clock on it, right? And this is all hypothetical. This is all like, we can't go back now. It's just, in the ideal situation, people keep saying, we want to have a dividend. We want to have a crypto dividend. It's like, well, we said no to that when we said that they can't dilute the shares and pay off all their debt. So now we have to sleep in the bed that we made. But I think we're still in a good spot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So then, the first one is increase authorized share capital by 25 million shares. That is now no longer being voted on. Number 2 is re-elect certain directors. And it basically just lists all of the directors out to be like, do you want them or do you not want them back on the board? Approve the appointment of Ernst & Young LLP as independent auditors. Reading that now, I don't know if that's like their accounting firm. So what are they auditing? That could be interesting.
You're right. Ernst who was responsible for selling the shares last time?
Like who facilitated the transaction?
Yeah.
Citi and
they got like a 2.5 commission off the sale, right?
Yeah, it was Citigroup, and then it might have been Jefferies.
Jeffries does sound familiar. Yeah, they do annual tax. They do their annual taxes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This vote now is nothing to really be concerned about, in my opinion.
Yeah. Approve a non-binding vote on the compensation of executive directors. Ability to adjourn the stockholders meeting if necessary.
Shout out to Fuzzy G182. Audit refers to income and share compliance.
Share compliance is an interesting one.
Don't forget Goldman. Goldman as well. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Goldman was in there. Yeah. I mean, auditing is required, but I mean, if it's share compliance, it's probably just like, I don't know. That's interesting. Because I'm trying to think about it in terms of like the squeeze. Maybe they're trying to sneak something in that's like maybe somebody's not going to realize and they're going to audit it. They're trying to tell us something. Who knows?
Yeah. So Michael, I've been hearing the word controls. You know what? No, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I knew where I was going. Almost got me. Almost got me.
Where'd
Yes,
you see that one?
hedge funds could go up, hedge funds could go down. I'm gonna send you just a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to have
Yeah.
auditors. Sorry, that's especially with a company the size of AMC. Like, come on now, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm
You guys
just
are crushing it with the likes tonight. Thank you guys.
smash that like button. I'm looking for a discount on Bloomberg, and I'm just not finding it right now.
I
Where are all
don't
these?
think you're going to get one.
Where are all these sales websites?
Maybe
Come
you
on,
should pull another Ortex on them, see what happens.
guys. Yo, hey, listen. If there's anyone from Artex listening, I have love for you guys. I've backed you guys in a few videos. Don't act like I haven't paid you guys back yet, okay? So hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good, okay? They got they have they got all my information. So Artex, let's just keep this between us, okay? All right.
I go long on the STV likes all day. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
That's it. That is the ape mentality.
Any
Although his
ideas on
name
how
is
to?
Short the VIX, so if I were to short this video, what would that look like?
I don't know. Probably nothing good.
Bring on Abby is 5, 6, 7 hours ahead of us
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
it's like 2 or 3 a.m. there right now.
Yeah, he's asleep right now, but I'm sure he'll be back in
Did you
some
get
capacity.
legally threatened, TMI? You seem more cautious with what you say.
Listen, it's just good to know.
I legally threatened him.
That's it. There you go. There you go. You know what's funny is that the longer you spend on YouTube, or the longer you spend on any channel particularly, and the more it grows, the more you have to lose, the more you think twice about what you say before you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Even without legal, like people like this is difficult now because we're talking about stocks and bonds and option trading and all that good stuff where we have to make sure we are like compliant. But every once in a while, you're kind of like, yeah, maybe it's not worth that extra joke. Maybe it's not worth that extra joke, just in case.
Yeah. Happens.
How did your name come up?
Oh, it's okay. So there's a show on HBO called Industry, and it's about like all of these like kids that graduated from college and are doing like the summer, like their summer internship at an investment bank before they can like get their return offers, I guess. And there's like a lot of BS that happens like in the summer. And this one dude just like had enough. So at the end of like the summer, they all go into like they have to make a presentation to like the C-suite basically, like all of the high-ranking executives about like why they deserve to stay there. And it's like broadcasted on the televisions across the entire office. And this one dude just walks in there and he goes, buy the dip, short the VIX, fuck Bitcoin, and he walks out. And that was it. It was pretty
Drops
cool.
the mic.
Yeah.
Drops the freaking mic. Yeah. Absolutely lovely. Industry. I have not. I'm gonna watch Industry tonight.
It's kind of weird. There's like some weird stuff going on in it, but like it's a cool show.
TMI echoed. Did I echo?
Maybe it's me.
Echo.
Short the shills, long on TMI, Rogue, and STV's likes. No one is selling this thing. Wow.
Boom.
That is true.
I like that. I like that a lot. What stock was I gonna look up again?
I
What
don't
was
know.
what was the
Let me take a
damn
look at Overstock squeeze. That was like last
Overstock?
year, wasn't
That's
it?
what I was gonna
I
do.
thought people were like trying to say that it did it like a while ago. I got confused because I remember Overstock just ripping for no reason.
Yeah, let's see. Let's scroll back here. How long ago was this? Last year? Oh, they got to 77.
This was March 2020. It was at 390 or $3 basically, and then it went to 128.
March? Oh, you're right.
Then
It
it
was
came down, then it shot back up. Can we talk about not being on the
Wait,
threshold?
hold on. Is Overstock still squeezing? This is technically sound at this time. Not sound, I should say, but it just
That's a
doesn't look like it's
W.
done.
Hold on, let's look at their Ortex.
This is not a distraction play, guys. This is just you guys asked a question. We're just taking a look at it.
Yeah. Because this is the example that people bring up all the time.
Yeah, so now we're just doing research.
We're not like talking about going to invest in another stock. That's not what we're doing.
I know.
Utilization 10. Current short interest 9.15.
So it's just, I wonder if they're just doing good business.
Oh my. Oh wait, that's not that big. What's the float on this?
Let me go to, I'm on the daily. The last day was a 7% rip. 8% rip. What is going on with Overstock? Let me go to the news. Let's see what's going on here. Overstock up after Needham buy rating. Oh, they got a buy rating recently. Interesting.
Sundial is not 60% short for whoever said that. It's like 19.
So they were at $2.50 last March.
Mm-hmm.
And then in August, they hit 128.
Yep. So that's an example of how long this could play out. Like once we start, it could be a while.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were at 17 to 24 for 2 months.
Oh, this has happened a couple of times with them.
Just started ripping.
2002, it went from 8 to
I went all the way back. Yeah,
75.
I went all the way back. This thing looks nasty.
2017, it went from
This is like
15,
anytime it consolidates for 3 months, buy it. Just if you see it sitting
15
there
to
doing
90.
nothing. Yeah, if you work at this company, you're probably rich right now.
Yeah,
you just sell shares on the highs and just buy them back on the dips.
It's easier said than done, though.
Oh, of course, of course. But like even this, like it went all the way up to 111. It came back down to 74, and then it went back up to 128.
Yep.
Like you gotta be convicted to stick with it. That is interesting.
I thought UVXY was gone. Maybe it's not. Yeah,
Crappy stock
UVXY
of the
is
year,
not a
C2RM.
thing anymore, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. They canceled one of them. Maybe that was TVIX a while ago. I mean, if you're trading with an amount that you're willing to lose, then go for it. But I mean, if I'm gonna get any of these like volatility indexes or bond plays, I'm just gonna get it super far out. Like far out of the money, lots of time. But I'm probably not gonna do that for another couple weeks. AA should give out NFT popcorn. He could. Actually, he couldn't. But how did AMC get off the threshold
This
list?
is the funny thing.
You can answer it this time.
This is the funny thing about, oh man, the threshold list. I've never gotten such a bad headache before in my life. But okay. For the NFT, before we get to the threshold list, they could do some crazy, crazy things. They can make an NFT dividend that is like a specific game that they make that you can only redeem if you burn your NFT. Like they can be doing some crazy wild, like
Yep.
they can be mixing it up, right? Like there can be, and then if every single NFT becomes more valuable as people redeem it to actually get the games.
Mm-hmm.
So then the games become more valuable because some people hold into NFTs and there's only gonna be so many of those games. But then again, the NFTs also become valuable because the more they burn, anyways. And then if it's only 1 for 10, it's a whole thing. But that's all speculation. I'm just doing research into NFTs and what could possibly happen, but nothing has said that this is related to game stuff whatsoever. For the threshold list, okay, so a few things could have happened. Can you look up? Okay. One is it could have recovered one less share than the requirement to be on the threshold list, which means one less share than 2.5 million, roughly. That's not the exact number. That's just the rough number. The second one is they could have passed the buck from one broker to another. It would be a worse situation that they're currently putting themselves in if that was the case. At the same time, it would restart their days and also take them off the list. It gives them 5 more days plus 2 to basically, get their shit together, get their ish together. Sorry for that. And then the third is they could have covered them all. And I doubt that's the case. I highly doubt that's the case. But we don't know. At the end of the day, we don't know. Hedge funds are of no benefit to society. They are a virus and should be treated as such. So you're saying we are the vax. Fix. Try to make it work.
It's been a month or more since we were told by Adam that we owned 85% of the float. Since that time, we have apes constantly buying. What does that mean for our float numbers? It's hard to tell. Like, it's probably going up. There definitely were paper hands, but I think there's way more people with way more conviction on the stock than them buying the dip and continuously getting in.
Yep.
I read that in order to get off threshold list, they need to be under the limit for 5 consecutive days. I don't think so.
I've been trying to make videos that end at 8:01 on the dot.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's tough. It is very tough.
Did you get one yet or no?
Oh, I've done it a few times now. Some of them are tougher than others, and you can tell. You can tell. I'll tell you afterwards, but you can tell. Google search it. Google search what? What was the? Oh, what up, Rogue? What's going on, homie?
Where is he?
What up, home slice?
Oh, there he is.
I'm in the restream thing. The restream live chat.
Oh, there he is. Look who we got here.
Oh, I didn't even know he was in the. I didn't know he was in the lobby. I just saw him in the live chat.
Yeah, I just typed that out.
Are you on vacation?
Am I on vacation?
Looks like you got a little vacation shirt on right there. I like it.
Yeah, right.
How you feeling, buddy?
Just a polo, not a polo, a plaid shirt. I'm all right. It's nothing's gonna really stop me from doing anything. So
can't stop, won't stop.
Rogue was like, I do push-ups to like make myself feel better, and I was like, I don't think that helps.
hey, that's TV. I'm built different, okay?
Obviously, you are not, because you are still sick and didn't drink the apple orange juice and been doing push-ups instead.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right, I'm not doing any push-ups right
I'm telling you, the push-ups is what puts you there.
The push-ups put me in this position.
Let's see here.
I think my kids.
What's on your floor? It got you sick from all those push-ups.
Nah, I think it was my kids.
Oh, that's possible. Kids stay getting sick.
Mm.
The UFC deal works out, and they announce an investment into AMC. Oh, I guess if UFC were to, that's interesting. I don't
know how
that they
UFC would benefit from that, though.
Yeah, I don't think that they would, unless there was some sort of like rights. But then no, the UFC would make money off of that. It'd be the other way around.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, though. If they could do more of those fights in the theaters, they cost less than buying it at your house.
I know. It's just good bang for your buck.
Vix, go downstairs and make Rogue some chicken noodle stew. Hey, I would have to go upstairs because I'm in the basement. Remember?
I would have to go downstairs, guys.
I would have to go downstairs.
Get your orders right, people. Come on now.
No, I feel like TMI's in the attic.
I am. I am in the attic. And the light up here is shit.
Yeah. I mean, we're supposed to get the light in there probably like a couple months ago.
But don't worry, I have a feeling like I'll have light in here in a couple weeks.
There you go. TMI, Overstock approved the dividend in April, and it hit its peak of this squeeze on Overstock in August.
See, so this is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying, when it's going to be announced is one thing, but when it's actually going to cause, and I'm going to pull this back up. So let's just take a look at Overstock here. And it's still like Overstock's still looking good. Okay, so Overstock closed at 97. Okay. So after it hit 128, it went all the way back down to 46.75, guys. And then it went back up to 111, and then it came all the way back down to 54, and now it's currently at 97. There could potentially be some diamond-handed apes over there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is a great example of not, losing sight of whatever the hell you're holding on to over there. I don't know too much about the story for Overstock. I'm not going to act like I do, but good stuff. Good stuff. Hopefully we can do something similar and way better.
These are the type of price movements that we have to get ready for. Yep. This right here.
Yep.
This little slow bleed down is going to be nothing compared to what we see when we start squeezing.
Yeah. Multiply that by 10 and then just imagine that. Can you sustain that?
Right.
Can you go up to, 1,200, come back down to 400?
I mean, we can compare Overstock to the GameStop and AMC situation because Overstock had that crypto dividend, and there's rumors that GameStop's going to do it too. So that's
no. I mean, like the price range for GameStop's already higher than that.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm like, can you imagine this times 10 or times 2 or times, you know what I mean? Like we're not going to see a $60, $50 drop. We could potentially be seeing like a $200 drop, a $300 drop after a huge rip though.
Right.
100%.
Then you got to hold that line.
You got to know when to hold them.
Let's see here. Are we skipping up more?
It could last a while. I feel like this will be a controlled squeeze over a year's time, like Tesla. Your thoughts? It's very possible that we just do these stair-stepping movements. Like TMI and Rogue, I told you guys that I thought it was gonna be very possible for like another January to happen not in terms of like them shutting it off, but like the price movements where we spike up, we come back down, sit around for a while, and then we spike up, come back down. But those levels that we consolidate at are always higher.
Yeah. That's very possible.
Just so we're clear. That Tesla comment about the squeeze was first said by Trey.
Was it?
Yeah, a couple months ago. Or a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. But Trey said it first. So anyone that might have said it afterwards, like, I don't know, in the last week or so, just saying, Trey
Who
said it
said
first.
that?
No, I'm just making sure that we're acknowledging where the information originally came from before we start, just
Yeah, it was
coming out of
actually
pocket.
it was a couple months ago. Actually, to be honest,
Sorry.
it was a couple months ago. You were right.
There you go. A couple months. No,
That
well,
Trey said that? Oh.
I wasn't right. Trey was right.
You're right. Trey was right, but you were
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Oh, it's entirely possible that happens. Or it's also possible that this is a week-long thing. We just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I saw it pop up again recently, and I was just like, oh no, here it comes. Timestamp it.
Yeah, I saw one. I saw one happen, but it was like a 2-hour thing, and I was like, I was like, hey, I just talked about that.
Oh wow. Yeah. Interesting. Oh yeah. Oh man, guys, we need to get to this podcast quickly so we can just start calling some people out.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys don't know, I am definitely gonna get sued very soon. Very soon.
For
talking shit.
You can't get sued for talking.
That yeah. But people say they're gonna sue you, don't they?
Yeah.
They threatened to sue. Wait, who is it? Who is the guy? I think no, you know what? Let me not. That's far enough. No, 39% for everyone? What is that about?
It might be a tax rate.
Listen, people.
Yeah, it's a tax rate.
Let me tell you guys a word of advice. Not financial advice, but get financial advice. Get your attendees whenever that time comes. Pay somebody to tell you how to pay less. Right? Set yourself up for success. Once you have your attendees, figure out how much you roughly need in taxes. Oh, nope. We ain't doing that.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Who, me?
What are you looking at?
Here comes the block party. Oh yeah.
Market crashing, it could make it shorten the squeeze. I disagree. I think that will start.
Hey man, look. Oh, I just send you that picture? Yeah, I did. Did I not? Yeah, I did. The screenshots?
TMI's got his wrench out.
Moving out here today. You guys, man, so many people on my channel today. Oh my goodness. Just the bots though. Not normal people that have thoughts about, they don't have to necessarily agree with me. It's like that's fine. You can voice your opinion. Sometimes I'll comment back and we'll go back and forth and have a conversation. But the bots, if you comment on the video and it's some wild stuff and then you made your account that same day, it's like you gotta go, buddy.
Oh, you saw was this one for it was a little bot, or was it one that was on your channel earlier?
My channel, but I've seen on my lives, people have come on asking the same question. That same question. 4 or 5 different people with accounts that were made within the same week.
Oh yeah.
And they just go around to different live asking the exact same question. And I've seen it in other people's channels as well. I was like, what the hell? Is this like a bot army? And it's just divisionness. It just creates division everywhere. So block party's out, baby.
Rogue, are you rooting for the Bucks right now? Rogue's not in Tampa.
No.
The shirt.
The NBA. No, the NBA Bucks.
Oh. That would make a lot more sense.
No.
Let me ask you guys a question. Can you stream music on Twitch?
You probably can. I don't think they're gonna do anything to you.
I think you can.
Can you stream sports live on Twitch?
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Did you get caught up?
No. I didn't get caught up.
All right, I was gonna say. It's I hope not. You didn't even do anything wrong.
No. They didn't catch me yet. I have 107 followers on Twitch though.
You guys,
How many?
He said, yeah.
107.
Nice. Go follow TMI on Twitch, guys.
Wait, what's you talking about? Follow all three, not three, all two of you. Both of you guys on Twitch.
Suns in 5? Interesting.
TMI and I also have Instagrams now, so he's had his for a while, but I just made one like a couple days ago.
You guys
Did you
pretty
post
much
anything yet?
What? No, I didn't post anything yet. I gotta like focus on that.
You gotta post. You should download this video and post right now. You saying that you should post something very soon.
Oh yeah, just clip it and just be like, "Hey, I should post something," and then that's it. Oh,
Put it in the
Tipsy
bag.
UUP comment. All right, let's see what's going on with UUP. This is like the dollar ETF. Oh, that's an extra U.
Hey
Ooh.
Rogue, hey Forklift says he's gonna play some Warzone later if you're down.
I haven't played any of that in a very long time. I don't know if I'm even, and I'm sick. I'm still in my bed, so it's probably gonna be a no.
TMI, Twitch's master investor. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. It'll be void if you play music loud. Oh, nice. Okay. So I can play in the background a little bit.
Joe B, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thanks to all you guys that always send in super chats. We all really appreciate it on YouTube. Thank you guys. And everybody that's liking the videos, thank you for helping us get this information out to as many people who want to learn. Joe B says, back when this started, news stations was saying that AMC was 8 times levered.
Please get a glass to drink from one.
Actually, no. We're gonna get shoes and drink from those.
That's what we do now.
What?
Oh, you didn't see the thing last night?
Bro,
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
that man drinks out of other people's shoes, and I'm the one that's sick.
Yeah, that guy is wild. But he won, and he beat that idiot in the first round, so no hate.
Oh yeah, no hate.
He's cool. He's cool with me. He's cool with me. I wanted Greg Hardy to go down so bad. Greg Hardy fought last night, eh?
Great. Yeah, he did.
And he got slapped. I was like, good for him.
Someone put hot sauce in the shoe.
Yeah, and they gave it to him. Oh my god, he was just like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, was it Poirier's hot sauce?
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
The funniest thing was when Connor was just sitting there and then just yells. He's like, Poirier, your wife's in my DMs.
Oh yeah. Hi, baby.
That was bad.
I was like, what? Hey, just so we know, guys. Last time we were talking about Bitcoin and the fact that it was kind of trending downwards. It's still looking for that breakout. It hasn't happened yet, but it's at a crossroads.
What time frame? 3 months?
I'm looking on the daily, and I don't even know exactly what I have it on. I have it on a 1 year, but I'm just scrolling in and out. So yeah, scrolling a little closer. Wait, actually no, leave like that. It looks like it's winding up right now to break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you look, let's see, right there. But no, go back to where you were in the middle of it. There, left. Keep going left to September. All the way September.
Right here.
Yeah, so zoom in there. Keep going. See how it dipped, and then it sprung. I think we're in that dip right now.
Interesting.
And it's like we're about to go on that run. Like it could still fall down to that 29, 25 territory, but it's looking stupid.
Oh, Tyler Gallant, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Smooth Brain Ape, wonder if they released numbers from UFC event. Couldn't look it up, but I don't mind chipping a $5 to say y'all doing good work. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that super chat.
Shout out to Tyler. Tyler, what's going on, homie?
Let's see if I can see it.
Yeah, UFC event. Apparently, Dustin Poirier won. Oh, that's interesting.
Apparently. Ooh, here's an article. Why sports are headed to movie theater screens.
Oh, I just pulled up the exact same one. That's good. That's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
Let me
see.
see. 6 days ago. That's not. Let me go to tools.
That would be really interesting if we saw more sports events.
Yeah, Dana White says UFC 264 had over 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. That's great.
Oh, Kenny S. Thank you for that big super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Appreciate you and your DD Vix. You the man. No, you're the man, Kenny. Thank you so much for that.
Kenny G.
This one's a Kenny S.
Kenny S. I wasn't watching the chat.
The better Kenny. Thank you so much, Kenny, for that super chat. Thank you to all of you guys who send in those super chats.
At Ken Ben, who you talking to? What? Ro, you all right, buddy?
Rogue's getting reckless.
You just call somebody out in the live chat?
Rogue is going rogue. DraftKings just added MLB to betting. They didn't have MLB. Oh, is that like betting or like daily fantasy type stuff?
Hold on a second. You've both been wrong. Ken Ben. Yeah, who are you talking to, Ken Ben? Please let us know.
Huh.
Why using Super Chat? Making money off of Mauve. I don't know what you said, and now it's gone. This is why I said yes. That's what I said last
People
time.
come in here like that all the time. Like
last time. It's like if you go to spend money on live entertainment, it's kind of the same thing. It's like if you go to spend money on Pornhub, short the fix. Actually, you're probably a better person to explain it. Why do you spend money on Pornhub?
I think you're okay. So maybe that for me, but you might be the OnlyFans expert.
I actually turn off the mic.
Kenny. Wait, I can't hear Rogue. What's up, Rogue?
Oh, that's good.
I had to turn off the mic and the camera to go into the chat because I'm on my phone.
I got you.
Who the hell is this? Who is this?
I know. You know what the funny thing is? When I'm on live in the mornings, I can't do that. Like I can't take time to pay someone that much attention.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's on, I can leave this one, go to the live chat, go scroll back up and see who it is, and go see what their account looks like, and go see if they were made today. Or, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like being a private investigator. So let me go find out where this guy's from.
Kenny S said, by the way, that's my first super chat. Thank you so much, Kenny. I really appreciate that.
Kenny S. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny.
So can we get back to the important questions, please?
What was the important question?
Yeah, what was it?
Why do you spend money on Pornhub? That's what we wanted to know.
Was the one. Oh,
that was the important question.
It's like somebody comes in here all the time and it's like, why are you doing that? It's like, well, one, you don't have to do that at all. And then two, it's like, why do you want to tell people how to spend their money? And it's like a shill coming in here saying, hey, don't buy AMC. It's like, why do you care?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was actually like, at first when I made the comment, I was wondering if there was someone else in the chat that he was directing that towards. I'm like, oh, you're directing it towards them. Oh,
because you know what? Because the guy's name was Ken, but also Kenny S was the guy we were just talking about. So I thought you were talking about Kenny S, and I was just like, what did Kenny say? I didn't think he said anything crazy.
Kenny's the boy.
Bitcoin just broke out.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's look.
Let me go to the 15-minute and see what's going on here. Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet. So I'm looking for that 35,000 is really what I'm looking to see here. So let's see here. 35,055 is what I'm looking for a breakout.
Oh god, that's great. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Oh wait, are they talking crazy in the chat?
Oh,
I don't know. Are they?
It's funny.
I'm looking at Bitcoin right now.
I don't know. Ro was just laughing his butt off just now.
Someone said something in the chat. It was funny. Please.
You're too worried about accounts, TMI. Just do you? No, I truly and honestly, guys, do have fun going back at people who come at people. Like, sometimes I enjoy the BS. You know, like I like going back and forth with people. I like if people come talk ish over here, I like to go back with them. I don't always get to do that. So when I get the opportunity to, I love to take advantage of it.
He
It's
might have
I
been
don't.
kept in his house for too long. He needs to get out and
Yeah, that's it.
talk
That's
trash to
it. You know
people.
what I need? You know what I need? I need Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm down to go.
So when Moon?
Wait, isn't it January?
that's one of them. Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
January is Ape Fest. ApeCon is still to be determined after Moath.
Angel Rodriguez, like I have came at you. It's whoa, hey, slow down there, buddy. Slow down there.
What happened?
You're
Oh
gonna get
boy.
short the Vic too excited now. Come on now.
Oh, I saw. Oh no, I'm delayed. Remember, you saw it before I did.
Oh, got you.
What the hell did you see?
You saw it?
No.
Talk about putting something up on the big screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's see here.
Go ahead and talk to Adam Aaron about that one.
Vegas is like 130 degrees right now. Yeah, no thanks. Wait, Vegas Chef Andrew, is that confirmed?
All I'm saying is, thank God we have a chair in the chat.
Yeah, thank God I
Yeah.
got this new chair so I don't like have aggressive back problems all the time.
There's a chair in the chat. It's just a straight.
Oh
up
yeah, I saw that. It's not like any specific chair, it's just chair.
chair.
Yeah. I'll reveal my identity when I can quit my job.
Ooh.
It'll go hand in hand. And after that's done, I'm still gonna be wearing a mask. It's gonna stick. It's gonna stay. Plus, I like being able to just go out and about and just do my thing. No one can stop you, say anything to you. Not that that's gonna happen, but hopefully it never does.
Oh, what's up, Donnie? Cracking a cold one for you? Thanks, buddy.
Hey.
Donnie, I wish I can crack one for you too, but I don't got one in arm's reach. Maybe later on tonight, buddy.
Yeah, maybe a little later. We're almost to power half hour. We got a little bit of time left, and then we can go. Short to Vix, I have a group question. Do you think they are utilizing the fact that we are looking at TA against apes, breaking forms, hoping to have people sell? I think they do that with like almost every stock.
Yeah. Okay. So that's actually great. So I was telling Short the Vix this earlier, not like earlier today, but every single time we have a pennant, every single time we break south and then we come back around and then go north after the tip. Just take that for what I meant. You know what I mean? Like we just come back and it's a delayed rise, and it's like they purposely beat it down to make it seem as if it's just gonna break south, and then we just slowly buy the dip as retail investors, as we've been doing the whole time, and then we come back up again. If they didn't manipulate it at the end of these pennants, to me this stock would have taken off like 15 times from now. Like they're just
because they know the patterns, and then they also see where people's orders are.
Exactly. And the algorithm will also try to send off false alarms to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's algorithms versus algorithms, if you think about it. Do you guys think when the MOAS? Huh?
I don't know when. We don't really know when.
TMI Citadel tech support.
I like that one. I saw that one. I didn't know if you wanted to read that one, but that's funny.
No, that's cool. I'm with that. Listen, if I was their tech support and I was late to work every day, then that would be the best. Like that's how you guys know that I'm with you, right? Is that I'm late. I'm not giving my everything right now. That's a good sign. That's a bullish signal.
Yeah, millennial lifestyles, they do that with like a lot of stocks, especially the ones that they know people day trade on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Oops.
Do we have AMC fight attendance numbers yet? No, I'm looking around to see if I can find them, but
nothing yet.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
There's something on Monday.
I only found the pay-per-view numbers, but that's about it.
Don't post on it, but I'm pretty sure Adam Aaron's going to post something on Monday about it.
They might put out a press release this week.
That'd be gangster.
Yeah, that would be something I could see them doing.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I would assume so, because it's the first time they're doing that, so they want to make it public.
And you know what? They would also want to do it because they would not be able to report on those numbers for this earnings report, one. Two is in regards to the actual seats filled, tickets, foot traffic, all that stuff. That's not the real important part, guys.
Right.
The real important part is what were the alcohol sales like? How much food do we sell? Like, how much of that profit margin in those individual products do we really make? Because the tickets is great, but just because you buy a ticket doesn't mean you have to go one. And then when you do get there, are you ordering 4 drinks? It's a long event. Are you ordering 5 drinks? Like, are you spending $80 of profit to AMC for a $25 ticket? Like, this could be good for AMC. We'll see.
Let's see. The MOAS will be later than today. I like that.
$1 million per ticket. I'm with that.
That's how much that. I mean, I don't want to say that, but like, it's gonna cost them a lot to get into my AMC theater.
They are creating synthetic ETFs, create liquidity. Jackson refers to. Are they creating synthetic ETFs to create liquidity that Jackson refers to? Short the VIX. That's all you.
So synthetic ETFs. Yeah, that is a concept. It is possible. I forget where I saw that. Let me see if I can pull up the actual DD to see.
Where do you play blockchain games?
Huh?
At Fuzzy. Fuzzy asked, do you guys play blockchain games?
There's blockchain games?
Yeah, Fuzzy, let us know where to play blockchain games.
Apocalypse, I can't check my DM right now because this is the only means that I have is my phone. I don't have the other 2 screens or whatever. I'll check it in a little bit. Or you can send it to TMI or Short the VIX.
Oh, Jonathan, thank you so much for that super chat, man. TMI VIX, what up, brothers? In TMI, I think I finally figured out how to do the super chats finally. Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan. I really appreciate that.
Jonathan, shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, Jackson's video on liquidity was very interesting. I have the DD pulled up.
I think Jonathan Adar sent me a message like, I don't know how to do super chats. I'm trying to figure it out. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Tipsy said, mask, sword, duck, bull. Where does the shark come from? Oh my days.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh my. Angel Rodriguez, thank you so much for that giant super chat, man. Buy another share. I will. That's basically what I do with all of this, like YouTube money and the super chats and stuff. It's just a little bit delayed on when we get to use it. As TMI likes to call it, it's like T plus 60.
Yeah, it's T plus 60. And then minus 30.
Yeah. Angel, though, thank you so much for that big super chat, man.
See, now, just so we're clear, for what's this face that's no longer here, we got to bring it back up. But it's going to AMC. All my waitresses are getting it too. Oh, I wonder if he owns a bar or something. Like, I wonder if he's giving, money to his waitresses to buy a share of AMC as well.
Who?
Angel Rodriguez.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty dope.
What kind of is it a restaurant, bar? What is it, Angel?
Yeah, Angel, where are you located? Come on,
I'm always hungry.
Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna have to make food after this. I'm starving.
Guys, fingers crossed now. Hold on, this is big.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Tell me where you think it is.
Who?
Oh, tell me where you're located, Angel Rodriguez.
Angel, where are you at?
Oh, I think he's just saying like people who like his waitresses that like wait on him at his table.
Oh, I got you. Yolo County? Damn, where's that?
I think
30?
I think that's in
yeah, okay. That's from St. Louis. I'm pretty sure that's St. Louis.
I did that too, to one of like a waitress. I was like, hey, you should do this. She was like, one of them was just like asking. I was like,
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cali. Yeah.
Cali. Cali's fun. I want to come to Cali at some point.
Let's see here. Okay, so Upland is the blockchain game, you say.
Interesting. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back though. Very quick.
Okay, no worries. Do your thing, buddy. Upland is a blockchain game. Let's see. Upwork. Okay, so let me follow on with the chat. They love it. 805 Cali, what's going on? Yes, it's an NFT world. I got early, owned quite a bit of property. Interesting. Very interesting.
How that works.
Let's see. Is a market crash good for us or the hedge funds? I think a market crash would be good for us because it would crush a lot of the assets that the hedge funds have as leverage, which could create.
Funds.
Yeah, T-My, how much of Jackson's video on liquidity do you agree with? Okay, so I haven't fact checked it. Just knowing who Jackson is, he's done a lot of research on that information before he put it out. So I would have to, I would stand behind what he said. The vast majority of it, if not all of it. There will only be a few questions I would have, and that would be more specific to the bonds and how that actually works. I am less familiar with it than he seemed to be. So I think that's the only thing that if I had any questions, I would be asking him about. But everything else pretty much seemed legit. Payment for order flow, it's a thing. We know that. Naked shorting or shorting in general, it's selling. So you would sell to get cash, and that's what a lot of what we're currently in has to do with. So I did know that as well. Some of the other things he was talking about for the way that. Sorry.
The liquidity.
Yeah. This is all liquidity. But like the structure for the way things worked and who had to pay who and how things had to kind of work is like, yeah, it's set up so that they can be successful. They own the whole thing, right? They own the whole system, and us holding is really just like it's a clog in the system. I don't know why I didn't use that definition earlier, that example earlier, but that's basically what it is. It's just like a clog. It's like sticking a pine cone or a banana in a muffler of the car. Oh, he has some great analogies right here. Damn, I made 2 videos today, and I just.
Down? Are you writing this down?
Yeah, I should write these down. This is for the cartoon.
Guess what? How many people are watching this right now?
426, 430. Yeah, 420.
So about 420.
426. 6 people jump off. 6 people jump offline.
Now it's 419.
Oh, one person get back on.
Hey, so 420, right? Out of 420, at least one person just stole that analogy.
That's all right.
It happens.
That's all right. Just make sure you shout me out. Okay? Keenan Grace is the man. I know I am. Appreciate that. Thank you.
He eventually said they wouldn't be able to carry it on, but didn't give a reason why. They have so many avenues. It's like playing hot potato with liquidity. And like at some point, like I say all the time, like with the reverse repos, once those end up getting wound down, there's that situation. And if there's like a major market event, then there's nothing they can do. Like that's why I say like it's not just going to be one catalyst that kicks everything off. It's going to be like a combination of things working together that creates this perfect storm for us to finally take off. Very similar to what we saw for the beginning of June.
And take this in. The ways that they're making money, all previously touched on Jackson's video, so nothing breaking new, just a different way of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Market makers, right? Payment for order flow. What was the other one? Oh, shorting. All these things, when you simply hold shares, when you simply just hold the line, all these things are mute. Complete mute points. They cannot do anything in regards to, using us to acquire more cash. It stops. The buck stops with us.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'm turning off share lending.
Do you think the Wells Fargo move is related to all of this? It's related to the market.
Yeah.
Because of like the portfolio lending program or the portfolio line of credit program, where like if there's a loan against a certain value of an asset and they're just pulling all of those loans, those lines of credit, it's entirely possible that they're saying, hey, the collateral that it's backed behind, they're expecting it to decrease in the future, which could mess up everybody. And it also has to do with them being shady all the time. Like Wells Fargo is notorious for like doing shady stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What'd you do?
You, Apocalypse. I got you.
I got the wrench out.
Ooh, I did see that one. I can look at
out.
them after they've been gone. That was a good one.
Oh, I was waiting for that. I didn't want to say anything, so I wanted to make sure I got him.
Yeah.
I take personal pride in getting people. I can't get people very often, so when I do, it's fun. But listen, now that you're here and you're listening and you can't say anything, do you feel hopeless?
Oh, also, Tipsy brought up a really good point. Bank earnings this week.
Who was talking about that in shout out to you, loved from above. Who was talking about that today in the Spaces call?
Was it Kofi?
Somebody was, but they're saying that bank earnings are coming and also something else is coming that could potentially start creating a dip starting Monday.
Oh, yeah. I do remember. I don't remember. See, we look at so much stuff all the time that it's hard to keep it all like organized in our head. But somebody was definitely talking about that.
Yeah, and I was just like, hold up. That is interesting. Something along the lines of I don't want to paraphrase and say the wrong thing, but banks either recalling or something. I don't know what it was. Maybe
it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. You know what? What time is it? I think futures should.
Futures are open.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, futures are red. Oh.
How red?
Not that red.
Like 0.3 or something.
Like 0.02.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
They've been open since 6 too, so.
Yeah, it's nothing much. I thought it was gonna be much more red than this, but at least they're not green. Nasdaq future, of course, is green. Nasdaq future is always green.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Donnie, thank you so much for a super chat, man. You're always sending in so many super chats. Thank you so much. I just sent all three of you a link to an article to read. Thought it was very interesting. It's in your Twitter DMs, not Twitter. Read it and let me know what you think. Thanks, Donnie. We'll definitely do that.
Okay, dope. This is amazing. Thank you, Gio. If you're here, appreciate that. Donnie, I see your link right now. Fed to begin to sell corporate bonds holdings on July. Maybe this is what.
Oh, I have seen this. Yeah.
Okay, hit us with that info.
They've done that before with the Fed selling corporate bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Let me look.
Its portfolio of exchange-traded funds that invest in corporate bonds on June 7th. The facility had about $13.8 billion of loans as of May 31st, including $8.6 billion in ETF holdings and $5.1 billion in corporate bonds, according to data from Central Bank. Interesting.
Yeah, we got to figure out how that affects stuff. I think it... And like everything with like them selling these corporate bonds, the 10-year treasury starting to come down, it's signaling some sort of economic downturn.
Love it. So then if it is, signaling an economic downturn and, financial institutions that currently have several long positions and they're using them as leverage for their short positions, do you think that, margin could potentially be calling to, up the requirement?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
Absolutely.
So got a lot of people that think that margin calls aren't coming. And I'm like,
oh yeah, and we have 13Fs.
Have been coming, but they're going to take a while though, right?
No,
13Fs
could be right around the corner.
Yeah, they're going to start trickling in.
I think one of them already happened. I forgot which company, but it's not really that important.
Thanks. Check Twitter.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
But yeah, these hedge funds, they're going to be piling in with the 13F soon. I'm waiting for them.
Cardano is nice. I want to put Cardano in my long-term crypto portfolio, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I feel like that's the solid coin. I have to start doing some research on crypto.
Yeah.
just to figure out what are we gonna do with all this money, guys? What are we gonna do with all this freaking money?
Real estate for me.
We don't know. Are you gonna buy an NFT for a house, and then if you actually want to sell the house, you have to burn the NFT?
Oh, Donnie says STV. You guys said the same thing I was thinking. Yeah, I remember when the Fed like bought Apple's corporate bonds. I was like, that's a weird move.
What did
Oh,
TMI?
what rated? What were the? I wonder if we can look at the ratings of which bonds they bought.
The main thing that I'm doing is just paying off my house.
There you go.
There you go, Rogue.
Love that.
That's it.
That's solid. Yep, that is solid. I'm going to retire my mom. She's going to get retired on the spot. When it hits my bank account, though. When it hits the bank account, though, not before, because I don't want to screw that up. Like,
that would be tough.
You have to go back to work next week, but then the week after that, you can retire. Like, that's not gonna. That's not gonna fly. She's gonna. But I already told my boss to fuck off, so I can't go back. Oh, whoops.
Have you done that yet?
The F-bomb fly. Have I?
Yeah.
No.
It was just like a mild.
TMI. Do you ever swear
something like that? Do I what?
Do you ever swear on your channel?
Oh yeah. I did it in my video tonight. Like someone told me, they're like, someone commented, they're like, you said the F word, then you apologize for it, and then you said BS right afterwards. Like, you just don't care. I was like, look, man, if it flies, it flies.
Yeah, let's do some tenure stuff.
I don't think I swore at all today on this live stream. I've been programmed.
You've been doing pretty good. I should get with the program. Focus on return on investment. Honestly, this is the thing. What we're talking about, people, is a different kind of money that no one has really, each individual person might not have ever experienced before. So, when this squeeze is happening, put it this way. People could potentially have so much money that they can do whatever the hell they want with only 5-10% of their money.
Right.
Like, you're going to be able to, like, things that you can fathom right now is reasonable. Like, if you want to buy yourself a new car, it's like, okay, that's going to be like maybe 5% of your money. You're going to be okay. You can do what you want without having to think about it. If you're talking about spending 50% of your money, okay, you know what? I'd say speak to a financial advisor and figure that stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're going to buy a house or pay for your house, all right, that's solid.
I'll be buying lots of real estate.
You just got to wait for that dip.
Yeah, I know.
You have to beat BlackRock to the race.
Or I'll just go into I'll just try to figure out where they're buying and go in the opposite part of the country.
Yeah.
And then wait for them to move into my part, and then we're good.
And then sell.
Yeah.
Make that profit and keep it moving.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna have I'll have a couple of spots too as rental properties. Rent out 3 different floors, 3 different apartments, 3 different families, hopefully. I know it'll be cool. It's a rental properties for sure.
What you said.
3 different units per house, and then be like the cool landlord.
Yeah.
BlackRock is dangerous. Team, I know you.
Bro.
Yeah, 4-plexes are good. If you get up to 5, though, it's classified as commercial, so the lending standards are different.
STV.
Yes.
Tell me you didn't just think that he said he'll have 3 families.
Oh, I definitely did.
No, myself? No. I don't have time for that.
I was like, wow, your mental fortitude is way up there if you think you can handle that.
No. Hell no. Hell
no. No. Hell no.
Nope, not gonna be able to do it. No. I'm gonna have a couple rental properties with 3 units each to 3 different families per unit.
Trey put out a new video about y'all.
About
I feel
us?
like that's fake.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's fake as well. And guess what? Now I'm gonna go look for it.
And then we will go to 10-year treasury.
17 minutes ago. Speculation versus facts. Oh, someone's taking shots.
Ooh, we might be.
Wait, whoa. Let's see here. Let's see here.
TLTP. Two weeks notice. I want to buy acres. Don't know where yet. That would be fun.
There you go.
So who do you call out? Or how
Oh,
long
I
is
don't
it?
know. I'm not watching it. I think TMI is watching it.
I'm not watching it.
Oh. You're not watching it, or you're not watching it?
Not.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it too.
Dun dun dun.
So he's talking about shorts, FCDs, high frequency trading, filings, TA, sentiment.
What's futures looking like? I'll pull it up. Let's see. Yeah, the futures are flat.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I'm just listening. I just watched the first 2 minutes of it. I basically was saying the same thing in my last video, where it was like, guys, there's certain things that people will say, but I addressed both of you in the last video. I didn't say you guys by name, but I said some of the people that are on this channel share the same mindset, the same thought process, which is if you're saying, dates and prices, we think it's bullshit. Like, you don't know because nobody knows.
Yeah, we say that all the time.
I know. I didn't say you guys by name because I didn't check with you guys ahead of time. So I just said some of the people you guys see on this channel, and hopefully people knew that.
I mean,
yeah.
it's on the channel all the time, so it goes hand in hand.
Yeah. So I was just like, all right, that's it. And so far, only 12 people disliked it, and that's usually like a quarter of the shills that I usually get to my channel. So that's pretty good.
Well, there you go.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah. I hate when I have only one person that disliked the video, because I'm like, you're fucking with my oh shoot, sorry buddy.
You're good.
You're messing with the algorithm. Like, that would have been 100%. That would have been perfect. You're messing with the algorithm. Come on. No, I know he wouldn't call us out. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
like what do we do?
Yeah,
we come here, we talk about the stock and say, hey, everybody chill out.
I know. It's the exact opposite. I think he's just saying exactly what we've been saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to echo, because I don't know who said that, but just to echo. And I didn't watch the full video. I just watched the first 2 minutes. He kind of highlights what he's going to go over, so it's good. It's good. All expectations are useless. Only time will tell. It's annoying when people are continuously putting dates on. See, that's exactly what I said. I said that we think that it's bull. Literally, that's what I said. That's after I said the F word. Then I apologized for swearing, and then I said BS.
People used to get really mad when I would say it could take months.
They're like,
and they were like, why would it take months? I'm like, well, nobody knows when it's going to happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now.
And that's why when I said that I bought calls for January 2023, people were like, you don't need to buy calls that long. Like, you don't tell me what to do.
It's like, you don't know. That's when I bought my calls for back in April.
Yeah, just because, look, if we're right, it doesn't matter. We can sell the calls. Like, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They'll all go up. So I didn't make every single penny I could have possibly made. All right. So I lost a few dollars here and there. Okay, cool. We're still, on the moon. So relax.
STV and TMI, if you two were a hedge fund, what would you do to prevent a short squeeze?
I know what I would do. Oh man, I can't quite say that. I don't know if Short the Vix told you guys, but we got a podcast coming out.
We do.
Whenever we do that, you guys should follow suit so you guys can ask questions like that and get a full unfiltered answer.
Exactly.
Because I would just start name dropping some people that I would pay off because I know exactly who those weak-willed, easily influenced, poorly qualified people are. But I'm just gonna leave that alone.
You just throw them a bag and they're like, "Hey, say this."
Exactly. Or just create some fake information and throw it online, and I know these guys will find it and think it's real. But
They do that all the time.
That's enough. That's enough. I would honestly, I would, on a serious note, what would you do to create? I would hire some influencers. I would hire some people that, put money over morals. And I would honestly tell them to say things like, the cap is going to be in 3 figures. I would say things like that because I probably have enough liquidity over the last 6 months of market manipulating all the BS that's been going on. I would probably have enough to, ride it on the way up to like 4, 5, 6, 700, and then kill the stock on the way back down and make money. And I would hire a lot of people to say the same thing. I would try my best to. That's what I would do. Like,
Donnie's got some thoughts. Donnie, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Definitely Kramer and the snake at MSNBC in the morning, Andrew. Donnie's coming at him hard.
Donnie, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
I'd
hire Francis. I just read that too.
Got to.
Yeah. to step on the Lego piece without crying. Yep.
Yeah. Do you guys have any way that verifies your subs and viewers are just retail people and not hedge funds? No.
No. I don't care. Listen, the reason why I say F you to people like Robinhood and hedge funds in my videos is because I know they're watching. They don't have to watch every single one, but the one video that they do watch, I want to make sure I catch them.
People say to me all the time when I tell them what I do and they watch a couple of my videos, they're like, "Oh, you could easily like go on CNBC or like work for a hedge fund," and I'm like, "I think you're missing the point."
That's ass backwards, buddy. Yeah, I've seen so many stocks pump and dump after Kramer talking about them, right?
What was that recent one, DD or something?
Yeah.
That one didn't work out too well, I heard.
At all. Someone said no one's watching right afterwards. Someone said, "Oh, they watching." I don't think they take you seriously. Well, the funny thing is this, right? They probably didn't take anybody serious until the stock started moving. Mind you, I was still wearing a mask in a dark room for, since the stock was below $7. So when it got to 70 and it's up 100%, 1,000%, sorry, they probably started taking things a little bit more seriously. We're like, oh, And then you start seeing getting the emails from the different agencies reaching out to have a conversation with you about potentially changing your views on certain equities. It's like, what? Huh? What, you guys want to have a conversation about what? Oh, no, we'll just explain more on a phone call. It's like, no, I'm good. Thank you. Roaring Kitty was taken seriously.
They threw him in the congressional hearing.
Yeah, I know.
Donnie. Donnie, thanks for another super chat, man. Kramer would be cheap. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm gonna go live to read that.
Oh boy. Oh god. Yeah, Donnie, I get what you're saying, man.
Oh, let's see this.
Hey, everybody, post squeeze, be careful of that. As TMI says, they'll get you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Yikes. Oh man,
They
that's
didn't
good.
take anyone but themselves seriously. That didn't work out too well for them, did it?
Listen, I hope they don't take me seriously. Listen, I don't really care for being in a courtroom after this is all said and done.
Yeah, they can take me seriously or not take me seriously. It doesn't really like
No, no, no.
I just
You don't,
research stuff and tell people what I find.
yeah, you don't want them to take you too seriously. You want them to just like go look at somebody else. Because the only thing is when they're down money, then it's serious.
Yeah.
And it's like then they're gonna start to look to see if they can point fingers. It's like I don't want anyone pointing fingers over here. Kramer would never leave a bar. Oh wow, woof, woof, woof. Y'all are really going at Kramer. Just be funny and laugh all the way to the bank. Dumb money, baby.
Did
Dumb
you guys
money.
see that old video with Kramer saying what he did when he worked for a hedge fund? Yeah. That little interview that was never supposed to get out and it did. Ooh, that was interesting. When they talked about like manipulating in the pre-market and like paying off people, like the friendly journalists.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sketchy, sketchy guys. Sketchy people. It's not even their money, it's ours, the people. It's time to get back. That's the biggest. Okay, so I think myself included, people have been guilty for saying this is the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. This is the second biggest transfer of wealth in human history. The first biggest transfer of wealth was our money going up. This is the money coming back down. This is just them paying what they owe. This is payment for order flow just coming all the way back down. Give us back our money and then some. Hey, buddy.
You got the doggy?
No, I was talking to the private chat.
Oh.
We should laugh at them and say, "Hey, it's it's trickle down economics." You know that reminds me of what's the show called again?
Oh, don't with the live stream. You guys still there? Hold up.
What happened?
I don't know. It says excellent connection, but the thing is circling on my screen. Are you guys still there?
Yeah, circling on my screen too.
All right. It looks like we're back now.
I think we're good.
Yeah, a lot of people just dropped off of that one. All right. Hold on. Are we good? What just happened here?
Yeah,
everybody?
everyone's saying yep.
Yeah. Everybody just put like an emoji or say yup if we're back.
It lagged. Reloaded. Yes. I want to literally still here. That's an interesting one. Kinda. Had to refresh. Still here. Mine was circling too, bro. You're good. Cut off for a second. Good. Sears.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Sears.
That was weird. It cut out right as we were talking about Blue Mountain State. They don't want us talking about it.
They don't want us talking about Blue Mountain State. Are you gonna put Rogue back in, or he's just gonna chill in the?
Oh, I didn't see him. He must have taken himself. It doesn't do the bloop, and I'm not like on the.
I watched the entire video. It is not about us, and it's actually like it's a good, very informative video. Anyone that wants to watch it should watch it.
Good.
It's a Trey video. It's not going to be informative.
It's very informative and great. It's very good.
Let's see here. And yep.
Audio is good, but the video froze. Just refresh. And we should be good. All right. That was weird. I mean, everything it said excellent connection the entire time. And then it just glitched out. The hedgies are getting to me. Donnie says Rogue was in timeout. Because I couldn't find him. Wait, you guys are still there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I was watching 30 more seconds of that video.
There. I put something in your chat.
Really? You know what that means?
What's that?
Ooh. Interesting.
Ooh.
So what we did here today was very helpful, I guess.
Hey, you know what's going to be really helpful?
What?
If you clip
So
all the
it's
parts that are super important and put it into a video for yourself.
so
Yeah, the problem is that it's so much. It's like too much for a video. That's why I did it on the live.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
He was
thinking
like,
about doing a video today. He's just like, it's just too much.
yeah, I was like, I can't
Yeah.
like.
What I'm gonna do, honestly, let's do it tomorrow after hours. Are you gonna be available for tomorrow after hours? 4 to 4:30 maybe.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're on, let's go over it tomorrow after hours, and then I'll clip it.
Okay, cool.
I'll
Yeah,
clip it,
I
put it
think
together.
I think I'm good, but there's a possibility that I might have to drive somewhere.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll clip it, put it together, and then I can even share the video with you, so you can do whatever the hell you want with it. But
Okay, cool.
if it's not tomorrow, we can do it another time too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just think it's like important information to understand. It's like because people like don't get what this stuff. Some people don't understand what it is, and when somebody says like, just starts making claims about it, it's like, oh, well, that may not be true. Like even if it sounds right, it may not be.
Yeah, and this is so the main things. Okay, so the first video that I made today, I was talking about how margin calls are well, not the fact that they haven't already started, but how more of them are coming, and it's not supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be like I didn't say they're coming on Monday. It wasn't supposed to be like
every time, like people say it every time.
So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go back and clarify. So for the second one, it was basically saying if you're calling up price dates, bullshit. If you're calling out certain times, bullshit. Swearing a lot in your channel right now. Truly and honestly do apologize. If you're setting expectations too high, it's BS. Like all those things we literally look down upon. And everything else is very simple until they cover. We're gonna be right here chilling.
It's people that don't watch and listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, well,
they
some
just
people,
see like a thing and they're like, stop. It's like
it's a 13-minute video.
Exactly what I said.
It's a 13-minute video. I see comments in the first 2 minutes saying, "You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, you didn't even watch the video. It's impossible that you could have watched the video right now.
Dude, that's like an everyday occurrence over here.
So the funny thing is, I went to go see if I could find some of the same people on some of my videos that were titled something, that on some of your videos that were titled something, and I didn't find the same people, but I found generally the same message. Almost too similar, to the point where I'm like, something might be going on here. But
I just, at this point, it's just like people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Like
you don't want to listen to the information, it's fine. Like don't.
I'm getting like 3 to 5 letter word letters that link somewhere.
Yeah, Rogue, I get those too. Those are fake. Those are weird bots.
I don't know what the hell that is. I remove it.
I want a personal chef that cooks based on my macros. I mean, Isaiah, that's what we all want. I'm gonna have to eat after this. Hey, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make those chicken sandwich fried egg things again.
Yeah.
Those are ridiculously good.
I'm gonna send him a freaking message right now.
Who?
Chicken sandwich with an egg?
Who, Mr. TMI?
Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
This is like watching The Twilight Zone. Yeah, we get a lot of the same questions. Don't be thin-skinned. Yeah, don't be so sensitive. I mean, we wouldn't still be here if we let like comments get to us. There's always going to be people like just typing in the comments that are just, some people like, well, we don't have to talk about it.
Yep.
Bro, I don't know what it is.
See, that's why I said once we get off this platform onto another one, we start letting that stuff fly.
Oh yeah.
Just start names. You guys want some prices and dates? No, okay.
Oh, do you guys wait, where is it? Do you guys notice the weird looking chart pattern in the after hours? Oh, the one that looks like a barcode?
Yeah, I know. You know what that
Yeah,
means?
this one.
Yo, you know what the funny thing is? Oh man. So, it's, hmm. Hypothetically speaking, allegedly, did I cover myself enough? Is that enough?
Just like preface it. If it's a theory, just say it's all speculation, not confirmed.
Not
This
a
is my
theory.
the tinfoil hat.
Okay, fine. It's a theory, speculation, tinfoil hat. Nothing I say here I can either confirm or deny is the truth. Please, it's just simply for entertainment, not education. This is not financial advice. This is a hypothesis. This is a hypothetical situation. Okay, we're all covered.
You did good.
So,
This is great.
some people have put dates and prices for Angel just like let it rip. Some people have put dates and prices for last week, right? And then some people said next week starts Monday. I'm like, bro, you can't kick the can on your estimations. Like this, that's not how this works. Like,
you can't sell a deep in the money call and buy a synthetic block of shares on your date prediction.
I'm watching this shit and I'm like, you are not serious right now. So let me get this straight. So for the last 2 weeks, it's the same BS. Now you're saying, but you know that Monday means last week. Like, it's just like, hold on a second. Come on.
Basically,
Just say I was wrong. Just say I was wrong. It's okay.
Yeah.
Repeat
People
after
are
me.
always like to me, they're like, you said margin calls have been coming for like the last month. And I'm like, well, yeah, because one, they are, and two, they have been happening. So there's no way to be like, hey, here's a news article that says this institution got margin called. It's just not something that they do.
And margin call just means you need more margin. I'm literally calling you to say you need more margin. That's all it is. That's all it means.
Mhm.
And they
I
have
say
been
it every
happening.
time too.
Oh man, I feel like this is therapy. This is good. I needed that.
yeah.
Yep.
And
I
just
trade
remember,
based
guys,
on the wife's number of I don't care you pick.
there you go.
I don't get it.
Remember, there is no expectation. Don't have any expectations for anything that comes out, any news, any information. You know, you can have expectations on the MOAS, but don't have expectations on dates and, you know, when it's going to occur, how long it's going to occur, because nobody knows. I caught myself. I didn't swear. I got
Mr. Opio loves Francis Ngannou.
Is he saying something about us getting kicked in the face by him again?
No, this one's much more aggressive.
Oh, geez, what was it?
It's still there. I feel like you guys should be able to see this one. Oh, unless it's like super delayed. Yeah, it's gone on here. I'll get it. It has to do with like putting out fires. No, Francis, no.
No. We're not beefing with Trey, guys. No.
Wait, what happened?
Trey's
Somebody
a great
said beefing with Trey ? And it's like, no.
Yep.
We're all
Oh
cool.
shoot.
Hey, TMI.
We're all chilling.
No, we don't want those problems. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what the?
Do you know what he does for a job?
What happened to God Pill? What the?
Oh, don't. Oh.
Yeah,
don't,
no, we're not touching that one.
Don't do that one. Don't do that one. You did well. He fell out of the programming. He fell out of the programming. Look what happened.
Honestly, though, remember, Big Dog Stocks. He actually had an interview with God Pill.
Yeah, Rogue, let's just leave it, buddy.
Don't double down.
Yeah, don't just leave it. Just leave it.
The guy basically said that the beef
Rogue.
Don't double down.
the beef was squashed.
Are the Suns playing? Are the Suns on right now?
Hey man, that's not even bad. That's like good information.
What are your guys' thoughts about bringing in volume this week? I mean, I can't just like summon volume. If it happens, it happens.
So yeah, no, we can't, right?
Like, we can't like what I mean by that is I can't go out and say, hey, everybody buy at this time, this day, and like let's jack up the volume, like the volume on it. It's like, it's just illegal, and like if the volume goes up, the volume goes up.
But
Yeah.
I'll say this. when you look at the chart, if we could do two things, either have a green week or dip again to double bottom again at 39 and then have the similar bounce that we did before, that would create a beautiful W double bottom, new level set and show strength. We will see a large increase of volume because it will show people that are looking to enter the stock, okay, that's the floor. Once we set where that floor is, people will feel much more comfortable because you don't want to jump into a stock that's slowly moving down. You don't know when it's going to stop. So we had a huge dip, we bounced up. If we either shoot up tomorrow and have a very green day and chill, we can show that 39, 38 level was the bottom. Or if we were to dip again and stick to that exact same level, roughly within a few cents, and then bounce up again, I think the volume will follow after that. Day traders will come in because they'll think, okay, if I'm day trading and I'm looking at a stock on a chart, I'm saying, okay, what's my risk to reward? My risk is I'm going to sell when it gets back to that bottom again. But my reward is selling at the most recent high, which could be 60s. So if a stock's at like 45, I'm thinking, okay, my risk is 39, $6, but my reward is 15. That's a good play for me. So I want to get in. So I think we could see some more volume this week if we show strength.
Agreed.
But we can't. We left the crystal ball at our friend's house. We didn't bring it with us today, so we can't just summon it.
Yeah.
I told you to put in your bag.
Yeah, STV, you're supposed to put it in your bag.
What happened?
The crystal ball.
Oh, I do have to get a crystal ball.
No, we left it at our friend's house.
Oh, yeah, we did leave it at our friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, hey, Fifi said something in the comments. It was very funny. I want you both to see that.
Oh, like the dog in the movie Up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Gary Gensler?
Who's Gary Gensler? Oof. Whoa. Okay.
Melvin.
Always up to something.
Don't you have a magic 8-ball you can shake? No, that guy he's a cat.
I should get one though.
The Roaring Kitty was the one that would like shake it.
Yeah.
If you guys want dates and prices, I think I can give you something that's just as accurate as
That would be funny.
I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Love you guys too.
What?
That sounded like I don't know
what. Angel, what? We're not.
Whoa, hey.
Oh, hey.
Angel, there's no beef with Trey. That was like a shill in our comment in our live chat.
Yeah, we're all good.
I literally just DM'd him, great video, bro.
Yeah, like
that's Hey, but you know what? Listen. So honestly, sometimes the truth will travel around the world before. Sorry, the lie will travel around the world before the truth wakes up. So look, sometimes you just gotta let the truth travel. Let it fly. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. It's truly power half an hour right now.
It is actually power half an hour right now.
What is that? Why? Why is that there?
It is moving right now.
Dates and prices. Welcome to Oz.
Oh, okay. Hey, Angel was talking to Prison. Who's Prison?
Oh, you're talking to Prison. Oh, let's see. Dun dun dun.
What the hell is going on here?
What's going on in here?
Have you been hacked?
What?
Make a segment called Maskadamus.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Is it? Because I'm pretty sure
Mr. Opio with his first non-Francis Ngannou comment of the night dropped some fire.
No, that's kind of brilliant.
Maskadamus.
No, it's supposed to be like the person who can tell the future.
Nostradamus.
Yeah. because it'd be complete BS, and everyone would know it'd be complete BS, and I just like shake an 8-ball.
That was gonna be tinfoil hat time where we wore tinfoil hats.
So I'll be Mascodamus during your tinfoil. Like that'll be my character. You'll be tinfoil hat Vix.
Yeah.
Tinfoil Vix and Mascodamus. And you know what? How about this? Go to a website. Go to like an 8ballwebsite.com. Okay, hold on. Be careful when you type that in.
That's the website I want to type in.
I immediately take that back. Don't type that in. Do not type that in.
Tipsy's just dropping stock tips over here. DraftKings. I remember when that was Diak. Oh, I heard a bloop bloop.
Oh, and he tweeted.
Who did?
Trey, no one on this whole freaking planet can tell you when this when this will squeeze or how high this will squeeze. Please, let's stop setting up disappointment for new apes.
Yes! Yes!
That is freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's perfect. If I wasn't on this thing on my phone right now, I'd be retweeting that.
I'm literally gonna snip out the exact same thing that I said in the video tonight, and I'm just gonna quote tweet it. Put the video. I'm just gonna listen. Tweet something out. I'm just gonna create a chain of tweets. Like you quote tweet that, I'll quote tweet you, quote that tweet, quote this tweet.
A quote tweet train.
The quote tweet train.
All we know is that the stock can't go left. I think Isaiah said that in here too. I've been saying that a lot.
No. It's the what's the Loco saying? What is it?
I think Loco says it won't go left.
Yeah, he says the whole spiel.
Oh, it's like if you ask me when it will squeeze, I'll say tomorrow. But if it doesn't and you ask me again, I'll say tomorrow again.
Well,
that's truth. It can't go left. If somehow this like a stock started to go left, we would have some problems.
Yeah.
Because like, how would that work? Somehow they make it shorted time. How did that go?
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Like I'm still here listening, but I'm just gonna be right back.
Okay, cool. Is that a proverb? I don't think so. Is that a double bottom on the AMC chart? It looks like it.
Can you still see me?
You forgot about my time zone? I always feel like weird jumping into the conversations that you guys have in the chat amongst yourselves because I just don't know what's going on. Sometimes I turn my phone upside down and the chart looks mint. Let's see. Please read my post above. Of course. Just read on Reddit that buying AMC on Robinhood and Webull actually provides liquidity to hedge funds. The opposite of what we want. Is this true? Not necessarily just Robinhood and Webull. It's any broker that engages in payment for order flow. And there's a lot of them.
Like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when the volume rips, they make money off of the action. So it's like they're the people who own the casino in like its most basic terms. As long as there's people coming into the casino, they're winning. Glad that we can't jump into y'all's convos. I don't know if that's like being rude or like. So any request of anything in your characters to go with Lil T?
Wait, say that again?
So any requests of anything in your characters to go with Lil T?
Who's that from?
Apocalypse.
Any request for anything to go in my little character?
Oh, the gallon would be funny.
Oh, for your character?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, so like little Vicks has to have the gallon.
Little V.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said little T.
Oh, he said Lil T, but he said like so any request of anything in your characters to go with Lil T.
Oh, to go. Okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. Okay, okay.
I'm not really
Yeah,
sure though.
I think that, and then maybe have like maybe he can have like an ex-girlfriend that kind of comes around every once in a while.
Are you talking about your second wife, TMI?
I'm talking about little T. He has to have a few, right?
Little T?
Little T.
Oh God!
What's the
That was
floor
good,
for
right?
AMC? I don't know. As high as it wants to go. It's not like a floor. It's like whatever. It's all personal for you.
Oh, what just happened?
Sweet Sweet Connie. I'm gonna guess and say sell the news. Let's see what Space has done over the last week. Virgin Galactic. We'll just take a look at this real quick.
Well, they just got to space and back, so who knows?
Hold up. 5 days. They went from 41 to 54 and are now at 49. Sell the news. Oh, my dog is yelling again.
Well, for mine, I just have a headset. So, headset and glasses. And I'll probably just be in the background everything just doing push-ups.
So wait, so hold on. So can we actually get little T like a girlfriend that comes along every once in a while?
I don't know. Do you have a little girlfriend?
I think little T deserves to have a little girlfriend. He's just by
Little
himself in
T
that
or
room
little
all the
V?
time.
Bro, what the?
Little T is you.
Bro, Lil T is you. It's just a cartoon of you.
I know,
It's a
but little
cartoon
T,
of
like
TMI.
little T is living in a different world. I feel like little T is like my son.
Yeah. Okay. You
Like
could
is
get
little V your son?
you could get your mini you a little girlfriend.
Yeah, I guess
Who would
it's
it
just
be though?
a mini you. It's a mini me.
You would
I don't
need
know.
like another
I'd have to
little.
send him out on a date or something.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Porcalypse is probably just like like what?
He's probably just dying laughing. Like, what the heck did I get into?
What is going on right
If not, you should. What did Bo say?
now? That's great. That's great.
Ernie, thank you for a super chat, man. Thank you very much. Shout out to everybody sending in the super chats and liking the video. You guys are awesome. Buying puts in Bank of America and Wells Fargo, smart idea. Them stupid banks, I hope they crash and burn. Okay. Well, in my opinion, you can if you expect them to go down. I mean, I don't really have an expectation for what bank earnings are going to be. I don't think they're going to be good. But you never know how something's going to react on earnings. If I were to play banks, I would go like longer out for those puts, but I'm probably not going to play banks anyway. I'm probably going to play other stuff. JP Morgan usually has a good option chain, like Tipsy said. Yeah. Mascadamus, Tinfoil Vix featuring the push-up, bruh.
Oh, it's good. The push-up, bro.
Oh my god.
The push-up, bro.
Oh my god. How do I buy swaps on mortgage-backed securities?
So basically, you need to talk to Michael Burry.
No, you need like you would need to go to a bank, like a investment bank, and be like, "Hey, this is what I want to do," but I don't know if they'll let you do it because you're not like an institutional person. You're like a retail investor. You're almost better off just doing other thing.
Oh boy. All right. Short the Vix, you right there, buddy?
Yeah, why?
didn't know if you recovered from that last one. I just let that one fly and I wasn't paying attention, and then I looked back at the screen and you're red, and I was just like, shoot.
Oh no,
Probably
I'm
should have
good.
checked that one in. You good?
No, that was funny. I liked it.
Okay, all right. I was just like, yeah, probably should have checked because I don't know who's watching.
That's true.
You never know. You never know.
Never know. I think my phone.
Just to get back on that note, did you get the whole jug thing situation figured out?
Yeah, I think we did.
Hey, Rogue, are you frozen?
No.
Rogue, you frozen?
Nah.
Yeah, you are.
You just look not happy. Like I heard you laughing, but you just look like unfazed. Oh, there you go.
Oh, my bad. See, this sucks because I was trying to send a message. I'm just frozen.
How do you find the right ticker for something? Like say you wanted the ticker for Apple, you would just Google Apple ticker. What?
Are you joking? Yeah. Say you want a ticker for something, just Google it. I think it's easier if you just type in the.
Oh no, Apocalypse didn't hear what we had to say. That's probably for the best. We were throwing out random.
Hey, Apocalypse, trust me, you picked the right decision. That's it. That's what you should definitely be listening to.
Okay.
Can I make another joke, or are we gonna stop with the jokes now?
Oh, dude, it's power half hour. You can do whatever you want.
See, this is what got STB in this whole X situation in the first place, because he wasn't listening. I really hope somebody's watching today. That would be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't. I would not. I would not be happy.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's fine. We'll be all right.
Girlfriend.
I'll rewatch. Oh boy.
Or ex-girlfriend.
Okay. We're done now.
Hi.
Oh, God.
So wonderful weather.
Ernie, thank you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. So buy long calls in Russell 1K, 2K if AMC and GMC squeeze to cause a chain reaction. You can do that if you want to. I mean, if AMC and GameStop squeeze, it will probably move the Russell, but I don't really know if I don't know if the Russell is going to be the best thing to do. But if you don't understand options, don't go near them. Father Guido, thank you for the super chat, man. You guys are going nuts with super chats tonight. Thank you guys so much. Could the AMC squeeze be like GME was when Robinhood did what they did and lost the volume and it was basically over? Keep up the great work. I don't think people have lost interest. I think there's many more people that are buying the dip with conviction and planning on holding than there are paper handing.
Right, and also we own 80% or more of the float. 80%.
Oh, yeah.
Of the float. So, in other words, we own the float. With that being said, it's a lot different situation than January. January, the buy button was taken away from GameStop and AMC, but mainly the thing that got affected was GameStop. But now they've just been digging themselves deeper into this hole. And it's come time where it doesn't even matter if we're not buying anymore, if we're just holding, because they have to buy the shares.
Angel says, laugh until it happens to you, then you'll see things differently. Thanks for the super chat, man. And then Robert says, Lil T needs 3 families.
You guys are good. Don't say that too loud. I might get you in trouble over here.
Yeah, but it's like your son.
My son. Yes, that's definitely not going to get me in any trouble.
Hey, someone just said Lil T, man. That's fine.
Lil T, Lil V. What do we own? Rogue, what do we own? What does that mean?
Oh, we own the float.
We own a movie theater company.
We own the float of the, like, in my opinion, the best movie theater company out there. AMC to the moon.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna wind down the stream for the night. Thank you to everybody that came in, hung out with us on a Sunday evening, and we got to basically go over some DD. We went over everything that we're not expecting for this week, things that are coming up this week. If you guys are not following Rogue the Legacy on the Twitter and YouTube now, it's about time, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
And then we got TMI, the Mass Investor. You guys all know who he is by now.
You're
Mass Investor on YouTube, Mass_Investor on Twitter and Instagram too. And then there's me. Short the Vix on YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button, and Short the Vix one on Twitter and Short the Vix one on Instagram now. I have to start posting on there.
Yeah, you do. Someone needs to find out who Gary Gensler is. He's like the Where's Waldo. Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
All right. Later, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a video, and I'll be on some streams. I probably.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I'll probably be on even if I'm still feeling like crap.
All right. Later, guys.